Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Zom coming at you on another Friday night. We gonna get motherfucking lit. Wah, 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 wah. That's supposed to be like a, like a siren, like DJs do with like wah, 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 wah. I don't know, I can't. I'm not gonna try and do it again. Sorry for even trying it to begin with. Hello, everybody. It is Friday at something. 1:42 a.m. I planned to go live at 1, and then I was like, fuck that, I'm hungry. I'm going live at 1:30, and then I was like, fuck that shit, I'm not ready. And then I was like, we're gonna go now, and we went now. We got a new desktop background. In case you didn't notice that, because that's super important. Okay. Hey, what's going on? Yo, Rabbit, what's going on, man? How you doing? Aren't you supposed to be in Rob's stream? Aren't you supposed to be in a better stream, man? Why are you gonna downgrade to this? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. This might be the only... yeah, Kappa. This might be the only stream that we have this weekend. It is my anniversary. What the fuck were you just talking about? I don't know, what was I talking about? I was just saying, it's like... I don't know what I was saying. I was like, it is... 1:43 on a Friday night, we're gonna get fucking lit, and then I was like, wah, 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 and I tried to do like, like those like siren noise that DJs jam on. They're like, wah, 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 like that horn. That's what I'm thinking, air horn, right? That's what I was going on about. And then I said, yeah, we have a new desktop background. That's it. And then I was like, I don't know why that's important. It's not, but hey, when we change something like a desktop background, there's not much else that goes on in the stream, so we got to highlight that, Shit's important. I like that trombone champ, yeah. Yeah, no, it might be my only stream this weekend. I don't know. If I do another one, it probably won't be till Sunday. It's my anniversary this weekend. I know, I just like got engaged. makes that sound all the time. Yeah. I love that sound. Man, I'm not gonna lie, like people are like super burnt out on it, I'm sure, but that hypes me up. I got all the jams with air horn in it. If it's got air horn in it, I'm down. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I know I just like got engaged and shit, but it's actually our anniversary this weekend. So, we're gonna do anniversary things. We're just gonna go to like, we don't really live in like Toronto, you know what I mean? So we booked a room downtown Toronto, and we don't really have any plans. Oh yeah, thanks, man. We don't really have any plans other than like just going to a bar or a couple bars, I think, getting drunk, maybe hit an arcade. I don't know. I think a couple of years ago we went to the Rec Room, which is it's a Cineplex. It's a Cineplex joint brought to you by Cineplex. They like operate them, so it's like a really expensive arcade. yeah, arcade, nice. So they ended up building a Rec Room in our city, so if we can find something a little more like genuine arcadey, that might be nice, right? Otherwise it's just kind of like, well, we could have just gone to the one in our city, right? But I mean, even still, it's Toronto. We're going to go to like whatever formerly known as the Eaton Center. You know, Eaton's was like a big department store like Sears, the Bay. Well, you guys don't really have the Bay in the US, I guess, probably Hudson's Bay Company. But yeah, Eaton's went under in like the 90s, but it used to be called the Eaton Center. And now I don't even know what it's called. I've just always called it the Eaton Center, but it's like a massive mall. And they always have like, you know, all the crazy like decorations out and shit. It's that time of year, you know. We don't necessarily have to go Christmas shopping. So it's not necessarily a stressful experience, you know. It's just kind of, you know, in one of the biggest city in Canada, pretty much, right? Like in the spirit, in that time of season, Christmas, everything's, you know, nice and purty. They have one of those arcade for adult things. Yeah, we have a bunch here. Yeah, aka you can drink alcohol, exactly. So like the rec room is, like I said, yeah, it's like, you guys have Cineplex up there, right? Cineplex is a North American company. Like their theaters, right? So when it comes to overpriced food and drink, you know, they know what they're doing, but there's that. And then there is a place also down here, and it's downtown in our city, town, whatever. And it's called the last level lounge or something like that. And it's a much smaller place, but it's killer. You pay $5 at the door, and then you just play everything as much as you want. Like, sure, if the place is at capacity, it can get a little tight in there, and like, yeah, you may have to like wait to get on a game. But I mean, typically, if we look over and somebody happens to be playing that one, we just get, you know, just jump to another game. And then when we're done with that, we like look back over and we're like, you know, we'll get there eventually. I would like to go to an adult arcade thing. They opened up down here in Sioux Falls. Yeah. They sound fun. Yeah, no, they are really fun. Yeah, and like that one in particular that I was talking about, that was a lot closer to me, like the smaller one. Like, yeah, it's great. You pay $5 and it just takes care of all of it. You know, they fully anticipate that you're going to drink, which of course costs money. But you know, the drinks aren't badly priced. They have like, you know, they're all crazy ones. I have to do something about this camera. It's like I'm looking at the stream preview. It's fucking driving me nuts, that like exposure or whatever that's ramping up and down. But yeah, they're like, you know, Wonder Woman, the Pac-Man drink, like, you know, Corinne, she ordered the Wonder Woman one, and like they just make them in the back, but it was like a 3D printed like W, like the Wonder Woman like W, and they just like put it in top of the drink, and obviously like she took it home with her. Like, it's basically they print them on an individual basis. So yeah, you know, they do kind of like neat things. And then they also go out of their way to like rotate stuff. So at least when they first opened anyways, that was what we were told, but it was every month. They'll like take like 50% of the units or whatever, and they swap them out. I'm not gonna lie, I've been like, we go enough that like I feel like the last little while it's pretty much all the same games sitting in there, but I'm willing to give like people a lot of leeway for like COVID and stuff, right? Like, I know it's fucked up like a lot of moving parts for all sorts of businesses, right? Like, it's one thing if you rely on a supplier, you know, even if that supplier is dealing in arcade units, like that supplier has to be reliable, and maybe COVID wasn't so kind to them, you know. So then it's like, you know, it might not be because the arcade just got lazy, like, who knows. Like cabinets, like, and they have some classic cabinets, you know. I'm 34, like, you know, arcades were definitely around when I was a kid. I feel like maybe they were, you know, kind of more on the down because like consoles have been around for a decent amount of time at that point. But you know, they were definitely around, like your classic arcades, right? Put a quarter in and play. But like, you know, there are game cabinets that I've played that were like the original game cabinets, like the original game, like Donkey Kong, that I would have never seen when I was a kid, where like, you know, they were too old for me. So that is super cool. That I love about it. Yo, Bruce, what's going on, man? Man, I never see you around. Dude, that means a lot to me. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Subscribe for 3 months. Bruce, thanks, man. You're my hero. Not gonna lie, I do this because of you, buddy. Why is everybody here now? Did I miss a raid or something? Yo, Casual, what's up, man? It's because you go live at 0923 a.m. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. But yeah, that place by me is super cool, Rabbit. Yeah. Yeah, Bruce is my hero. How does that make you feel, Bruce? You're my streaming hero. You drank pot tonight? Sorry. No, you don't gotta apologize for that shit. Not here, you don't. I just fucking I hit the Bob Marley myself just before we got started. How do you think I get so peppy? You should see me in my normal life. I'm fucking miserable. Yo, we all got summoned out of nowhere. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, no, we're just talking arcades. It's my anniversary this weekend. We're just doing some shit. You know, we're going to the city, the big city. So yeah, that one place by me, that's small. It's pretty cool. But the other place that's like brought to you by a big conglomerate, Cineplex. We went there for her birthday a couple years ago. That's where she want to go. And I paid for 2 drinks. I think I just got a beer, and I got her, you know, she ordered some crazy drink, you know, or whatever. So I was like, cool. And after tip and taxes, which Americans are not familiar with our taxes here in Canada, but yeah, we get taxed a bit, but $55 or something, which was nuts, like insane. I told her the bill, and I think like I had to remind her because she's like, or we could go to the rec room. And I was like, you love that place, eh? But I was like, remember the drinks are really expensive. And she's like, are they? And I was like, yeah, I told you. I think you just put it out of your brain because it was like, it almost made you throw up in your mouth a little bit. Customer survey did? What did I miss? What? Dude, have you talked to Amazon support live chat? It's wild, bro. No, I haven't. I feel like I'm lucky though. This guy just said shit. No, I haven't. No, that's crazy. As far as I could tell, they didn't even have a number. I have had to deal with them a couple times, but it's always I can never find a number. It's always by chat or email or something like that. I'm getting like super anxious right now because this camera keeps fucking, yeah, see? Exposure's all fucked. And my audio sucks, and now Bruce is here, and I'm sweating. I was taking a camera lens last week. Oh, nice. Getting some new lenses. Getting some new glass. Never got the refund, and he said, and I quote copy paste, oh shit, yeah, I see what you mean. It is kind of like, I don't know, if I were to get that type of customer service person, like, I'd be like, okay, this guy's legit, he's gonna help me. Just because he said, like, it feels like they're leveling with you. I feel like, you know, if employers let their customer service people get a little more loose, you know, more might actually get done. Yeah, I'll make sure a refund happens in the next 24 hours. Did it happen in the next 24 hours though? His name is Sasha, and I gave him 5 stars. Yeah, exactly. See? That's the secret. People just want you to get on their level. They don't want you to get all textbook definition of like customer service-y, you know? Anyways, that fucking camera's driving me nuts. So hopefully, oh, you still haven't, oh, okay, all right, gotcha. Yeah, I'm surprised everybody here Rob's on. They're far better streams that are on right now. I was gonna pull up the whatever IAE stuff. I don't even know what they're flying, what they're showing today. Hey, what's happening? What the fuck? Yo, Bruce. Dude, what are you doing? Yo, thank you. Yo, hold on to your money, man. I don't know if this is a good investment. Yeah, holy fuck is right. What are you Yo, thanks, man. Seriously. Thank you. BRB. And then he pulls up BRB, who just drops 10. Okay, all right, go. Bidet the shit. Oh, man. He drops 10 subs. It was just like BRB. Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you. This is like, we have more subs to this channel right now than I think we've ever had. I'm gonna do more often. No. Subs and everything, bits, and even your viewership is much appreciated, but you know, never necessary. Thank you so much, guys. That's funny. Okay. Oh shit. I'm just like blind scrolling. What do we got here? We got Misk. Ooh, I do want to try that kind of race ship one. Okay, here's all the stuff that they're trying to sell us that won't be developed for another 7 years. Like, look at this thing. Okay, it'll let me drag. Okay, there we go. This is supposed to be like, I don't know. It says industrial, but I don't know. Yeah, what the fuck is... What the fuck? This shit is pricey. Oh, yeah. Well, like, I find in this game that, like, the price may as well, like, scale. Like, with size, basically. Short stream is always about 3... Yeah, we'll see. I do have to get up early tomorrow. So, my body's going to be fighting that. I'm, you know, constantly thinking about it every 3 minutes. I'm not buying any of these. We're not shopping. Don't get confused. Think that I spend a lot of money on this game. I've spent $50. I just want to see what they're coming out with. Tut just bought the 890 jump. No, you didn't. Did you really? Did you? The 890 jump is huge. I like any ship that you can, you know, fly another craft into. You know, I'm sold. I think there's like only, I think it's both the Origin ships, I think, are the only ones, the 890 and the whatever, 600i, that do the hangar thing. These ships are fucking ugly, though. I will say that. I don't even want to test any of these. I mean, this one looks okay. Doesn't look as obnoxious as the others, even though it clearly shares the same design language. They all look the same. Yeah, these are massive. Yeah, 300. Yeah, he's still losing his mind over the price. Yeah, I know, man. People pay this shit. People pay it. I think it's a $1,400 ship. Oh my god, that's crazy. We can check. Yeah, it is my anniversary this weekend. Yeah, so we're just going, Rick, we're getting a place downtown Toronto, and we're just gonna like kind of go bar hopping and whatever. I don't know. It's something that we've done a couple of years, not necessarily on our anniversary, but you know, since we just got engaged, we were like, we haven't been to Toronto in a while, like done that whole thing that we do. So why don't we go do that? But like in the past, we've like, yeah, we went to the rec room, like we hit the arcade, like I was saying before. The other year, like it had been a while since like either of us had been to the ROM, the like giant ass museum. So we did that one year. Why the fuck would you pay any sort of money for this shit? Because people, man. Yo, thanks, Casual. Appreciate it. There are people who live in this game. Yeah, pretty much. How many years? This will be her 6th. So, you know, at this point, if I didn't propose, she was probably gonna leave me. Now she has to like get like a court and appointed judge and a lawyer to get rid of me in a matter of months. So I'm making the right play, I think. Are you west? No, I'm in Ontario. Like I'm practically in Toronto. I'm just not. I'm not in the thick of it. I'm not downtown Toronto. You know. Did she propose to you then? Yeah. Yep. She proposed to me. No, I really like, I kind of went back and forth on how I was going to do it. There's a $750 one for you. But like above anything else, I just wanted it to like feel natural and more or less be like a surprise. Like, you know, as soon as I say something like, oh yeah, in the burbs, pretty much. As soon as like, you know, I say something like, oh, like we should like, you know, just get like dressed up and go out for a nice dinner or something like that. It's immediately, you know, the radar is up because, you know, we're like order pizza and like play video games and in our PJs, like on the weekend type people, like not go out for fancy dinners on the town type of people. So yeah, it would have sent flags. So we usually take the dog. We have this like massive park by us, and there's like a dog park portion to it too. And we're always there. And I was like, well, let's just like go walk the long way around because there's lots of trees and it's the fall, which is our favorite season. And you know, why don't we just, you know, do that kind of thing? And then like I was doing a bunch of dumb shit. Like I was like 3 times over, but like, you know, one time I like pretend drop my keys, but like quietly so she couldn't hear them. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm bending down to pick up my keys. You know? Oh, my shoe's untied. Better tie my shoe. Get down on one knee, tie my shoe. I just like, you know, wanted to like disappoint her so much to the point where she gave up on this idea that it was going to happen. And then boom. Personally love Star Citizen. I love that it's not done and we are in the middle of the, but yeah, that part's kind of cool. Like you grow with it. You actually hope it's always like, I mean, I think I kind of get what you mean by that statement. Like maybe like it hits full release, but they never stop working on it is kind of what you mean. I mean, it would kind of be nice to have like at least a release, you know. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like I can have some sessions in this game that make me want to put a fucking hole in the wall. If I'm being real. The game isn't even finished yet. Yeah, it keeps asking for money. Yeah, it is like I've talked about it before. Their whole model is, I don't know, it preys on a lot of FOMO and the fact that they know that some people just don't have any impulse control. I feel like sometimes feels somewhat predatory, but you know, I obviously play the shit out of the game, so I don't seem to have that much of a problem with it. I can just control myself, right? So like I bought the $50 ship, and trust me, I have like, this is the event, IAE 2952. This is the event people wait all year for, to buy a ship, you know, that they've had their eye on. Oh, I hope it goes on sale. Hope it goes on sale. I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking. Like if I already have $50 into it, what's another $50, right? Like I paid that 2 years ago or something. So if another $50 gets me like, you know, a way better ship because it's $100 ship, right? What does it matter if 4 years go by and now I've invested $150 in it or that kind of thing? But some people don't have that level of like, they're just like, I need the, like I see people on Reddit all the time that they're like, I'm just waiting for my next paycheck and to buy the $700 ship. And it's like, most of us make minimum wage, you know? So if you're waiting for your next paycheck to buy a $700 ship, like, holy shit, right? He ate the ring. Thank God. What the fuck? What did I miss? I missed a lot. I'm terrible at this. Once there's more than like 2 people in chat. How'd you propose? Tell the waiter to put the ring in champagne. Yeah, that was another thing above all else, casual. I didn't want it to be like super cliche. Like, yeah, big fancy dinner, of course, you're gonna get proposed to. Like everybody has their own thing. If it's personal to you guys, and like I'm not knocking how anybody do a proposal, but just like I said, my goal, just my personal thing was like I just wanted to be a surprise. I want to make sure she doesn't even see it coming in the slightest, and I'll do everything in my power to make sure. Hospital. Then they did emergency surgery, and while he was completely knocked out and under the knife, which caused Vietnam to wake up while he was bleeding out all over the place and said, "Will you marry me?" And then passed back out. She was so impressed that she said yes. I think there was actually like, I don't know where I saw it, the internet, America's Home Videos, but some guy thought it would be like hilarious to prank his ER doctor girlfriend or nurse girlfriend or something like that into thinking that, like, I don't know, he was dying, like in a coma or something like that, and then he got up and like proposed to her and she was not happy. Because obviously, holy shit, that's like not a range in emotions that you can like leap from, you know what I mean? Okay, I gotta find another camera solution for this thing. Bruce, if you only knew my streaming setup, man, like I can't manually adjust. It's like it's an application problem. It's like through a web element right now. If I move it closer, it might chill out a little more. Because I'm just using a phone camera. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that makes it better. I'm pros to Edith. I cleaned the whole house, made dinner, put the ring on Riley's car. Yeah, that's cute. Edith got home from work, and while she was taking her pants off to unwind from the long work day, she looked around and saw a clean house and said, "Oh my God, did she really?" I feel like that's a typical Bruce joke, but it's also very possible Bruce real life. America's Funniest Home Videos. Is that what America finds funny? Usually not. Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, cute and hilarious. The Riley part is cute, and then it would like I don't know. I feel like I imagine she was probably joking, right? Like the joke was like, "Oh my God, if you clean the house, there's got to be something special going on," and that was the punchline she decided to go with, or she was like literally, you know, onto you. Okay, I think I've already I've cycled through these a couple times now. I just kept hitting right. In any browser I've tried to play these, you can't play them. You get this. Even if I want to accept. Nothing. Okay, let's fucking do this. Let's Star Citizen it up. Oh, I need to plug my controller in because I'm a controller boy. Yeah, I want to fly that really fast one. He's sick. So yeah, you know, and happy Thanksgiving, I guess, to y'all. Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Nobody, you know, started any fires or anything? I just looked at her and said, "Yeah, I am." Lol. Yeah, I am? Question mark. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Casual. Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're really cheap, right? Like I can't exactly. Yeah, Rabbit uses them a lot too. I can't exactly, you know, say like, "Oh, they're my emotes." Like all I did was just rip a GIF from a fucking, you know. Like I'm surprised I haven't been, you know, penalized by Twitch for it. I feel like it's only a matter of time before they come down on it. I'm kind of surprised that they've let people get away with it this far. But then again, I've also been playing like 2 minutes worth of music right in the beginning of the intro of the stream. I haven't even had any VODs muted, let alone any strikes or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know. I know it's cheap. Maybe that's why I love them. Yeah, well, then. Well, I mean, it's cheaper for me. Somebody's actually paying for yours, whether it's you or gifted. But yeah, I appreciate you guys either way. I'm happy you like them. before you got in here, casual, oh, we should join in on the Mangaloid. Oh, he's in menus. I can like look at the stats and it'll tell me how many of them are used like within and even outside of the channel. And I could see that like that one was being spammed to death. And I was like, it was like, you know, not long after I had published it. And then, so then it was like, I was like, who is doing that? And then I just kind of, like it was within a stream or two. I jumped in Rob's stream, Bruce's stream, somebody's stream. Like a couple of different channels, and in every one, Rabbit's fucking spamming the hell out of. Well, I'm like, okay, it's Rabbit, pretty much. Yeah, I'm breaking the Twitch law. Okay, so I normally play Australia or European because I find that for some reason or another, some reason or another, they just work better. I don't know why. I just personally feel that way. Yeah, I can't see where it's being posted or who's posting it. It's just like it's like how many times this channel or emote been used in like a 30-day period, and it just breaks. You can break it down between within your channel and outside your channel, and that's it. That's all it does. Do it. I'm gonna spam them even more now. Yeah, try and get that number up there. I feel like it would be like TOS or something, but I can just like highlight that line. I'll publish like a monthly update. I'll be like, you guys set a record this month. I could do that. I'll have to pick a day. Just to end a month, every month. December 1st, I'll put one out. Yeah, none of the other ones get used nearly as much. It's all that one. Oh, you do use it now too? Okay, so I'll see that one jump up a bit. I don't think I have any more animated emote slots left, but Twitch at one point decided they were going to go crazy with the emote slots, and I think I actually, like, I have a considerable amount. I just don't know what to do with them. Like, this channel doesn't even really have a brand logo, which I feel like is already like too far. Doesn't feel like like a very Vietnam thing to do. I'll change some pictures and backgrounds every once and again, but like, I don't know. This channel's in, oh, what the fuck? This channel's not in a place where we need to start commissioning artists to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, the server's not good. Star Citizen, where it's the only game where frames are somehow simultaneously entirely dependent on your CPU and their servers. Like, this is what I mean. This is why I go out of my way to join the European and Australian servers, because usually it's the US ones or best that do this shit. I'm actually gonna relog and try something else, and we'll see if it improves. It's also IAE, so we also have a lot of free flyers and stuff, so general performance has just kind of been shit last week anyways. Yeah, it's Metal Gear. Yeah, it's Metal Gear. It's Metal Gear Solid 2. It's obviously Solid Snake, but in the game he goes by Lieutenant Pliskin. I can't even talk tonight. I feel like I'm slurring. Which, if you haven't noticed already, is actually my Star Citizen name, Lieutenant Pliskin. It's like a, you know, like an alter ego, or what do they call that? You know, like a cover name, right? What's the word for that? Yeah, Snake Pliskin. Yeah. Yeah, Kojima, heavy influence from like Escape from LA, Escape from New York. Originally wanted Kurt Russell, right? Yeah. To play or to voice Snake originally. Oh, you've never played them? Oh my god, it's, yeah, I mean, if it wasn't already obvious by now, yeah, absolutely my favorite series. That, you know, they're not all equal. The fan favorite is 3. I actually have a sealed copy of 3. Because why not? I had the money and I saw it on eBay. I already have like a legit copy, like my copy. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 is the fan favorite. It never really was my favorite. It's a fantastic game. I think it's just more of like a whatever, the setting, the environment, maybe even the bosses, that type of thing. It just wasn't my favorite Metal Gear. A lot of people hate 4. There's like actually like a 3-hour documentary on YouTube talking about why Metal Gear Solid 4 is like the most terrible of them all. But it's highly nostalgic and like a, you know, well, I feel like I shouldn't spoil it, but like, you know, the end is pretty cool for like people who, you know, remember all the way back to like all the old games. And like it's a game that like goes out of its way to re-mention, you know, every character that ever lived, like pretty much in the Metal Gear Solid universe has a mention, a cameo, an appearance, whatever. It was the ultimate like love letter to fans kind of thing. Like it was an absolutely a fan service game wrapped up, you know, Solid Snake's saga. And like the cinematics in that game were also like for some people like a point of complaint. Like that there were too many of them, but like I'm never gonna like be like, oh, lame cinematics. I've always loved cinematics, especially in Kojima games. Like,
welcome to the ASOP vehicle.
He's the first one in my mind personally that went out of his way to like, he wanted his games to look more like movies at a time where games weren't going out of their way to do that stuff. And so I'm down for all those cinematics. And I think at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, you're treated to like a 4-hour one. Or sorry, 4-hour. Oh my god, 2-hour. I don't know why 4 came out.
Insurance claim has been sent. Move to our storage facility. Please visit.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but then sometimes I thought about this too, or like certain songs or like something. Like I wouldn't ever want to like play the same song like leading into a stream, say, as an example, for every stream, because then I feel like I would learn to like hate that song, if that makes sense. So like, I don't know, when I hear that noise, it does like it does. I'm like, oh man, I could really go home and play some Metal Gear right now. You know, it gets me amped. I feel like if I heard it all the damn time, I would be like, is it? I don't know if that's super weird, but it's something that I've considered. I just didn't know what I would even tie it to. I was like, oh, you know, bits or something, right? But then it would just be like, I don't know. I say all the time, but it's not something that happens all the time in this stream, anyways. But you catch my drift, right? I don't know, maybe it gets too annoying after a while. Okay, we'll go down and rent some ships first. I was just waiting for that ghost.
Welcome to the ASOP.
And then I don't know what we're gonna do. We've already been live for 39 minutes and we've barely done anything.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
Follow somebody that has it as a cheap reward saying hi. Oh, nice. Well, I don't know. I guess that means it, you know, doesn't annoy them, especially if it's cheap, right? Because the first thing you can do if you're like, you're hearing something too much is just make it more expensive, right? So if it's cheap, you must not mind. Yeah. I was actually going to go live last night, but I got punched in the side of the head, so I swear to God,
Vehicle selected.
I probably have at least a 20% chance of
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Public transit being my cause of death whenever that comes. Public transit's fucked. We only have one car, but I'm gonna buy another car this year. Or sorry, well, next year. I've had enough. Some guy was like trying to fight some other guy. I don't know. He had his headphones in, and like we were sitting on the bus for a little bit before it left the stop, and almost as soon as we left the stop, he started freaking out at the row behind us, who, I mean, for 3 people, were talking at a fairly normal volume because he could hear them over his earbuds. He was listening to his podcast. He couldn't hear his podcast. Then at another point, he turned around and said, my headphones are full blast, but I can still hear you. There's a fucking problem or something. Which, like, I mean, if that's true, then you need new headphones or something, you know? And, long story short, it was clear that he was trying to, like, get them to fight him for some reason or another, because he just kept, like, looking back at them, like, because they're behind us, so he has to turn right around, and he would just, like, stare at them, and then be like, fucking, you know, like, muttering and, like, whatever. So then at one point, he starts literally in his seat, just going, like, and like, just like, but like, you know, I have a monitor right in front of me, but like, he's like full on, like, fuck swinging. And at one point, like, I say punched, it was more like he skipped off my head, but the guy was like, he was punching like he was actually fighting, you know what I mean? Like, as hard as he could. And yeah, did they all say sorry in the end? No. No. But like the week before, like last week, we were at you know, like a large plaza, basically, like a lot of like brand name, you know, Home Sense and Best Buy, and like got all these big box stores and stuff in it, called Park Place. And it went in there, and there was like a full-on domestic in the parking lot where some guy like struck some chick down, and like luckily the bus driver pulled over and was like, yo, what the fuck, and like told the girl, he was like, just get in the bus. And then he was calling police, and he was banging on the windows, and at one point he tried to get in, so like me and 2 other guys just right back out you go, and closed the doors, and we just stood there while he screamed and stuff. So basically the guy hit me, and like by that point I just had enough. Like, I stared straight. It was like, don't make eye contact, don't say anything, for like 20 minutes of this shit, and then he finally fucking punched me by accident, of course. And I just turned around and I was like, bro, if you fucking hit me one more time, I'll throw your face to the side of the curb in the dirt. I already did it last week. And then he was just kind of like shocked for a second, and then he was just like, okay, that's fair. And I was like, all right, good, we understand each other. And then like 2 more minutes went by, and he just turns around and he goes, yo, but what are you gonna do about it? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I thought I just fucking told you. Not to mention, like, everybody's staring at us. They're like wondering like what the hell you are on. So I'm pretty sure after you mouth these guys off too, if that's really, you know, this is what by that point I'm not saying anything, I'm just thinking this to myself, but like, yeah, like if that's what you really want to do, I'm pretty sure like all these people are gonna get up and gang beat you the fuck to death, you know, like, so try it, I guess. Like, jeez. By that point I was like 1.5 stops away, so I was like, just get off the bus. Anyways, I'm not focused right now, sorry guys. We've like done nothing in Star Citizen. Yeah, it was like, that's what I mean. I feel like there's at least a 20% chance that transit will be public transit will be listed as my cause of death one day, whenever that day comes, for sure. It's always wild shit. I don't know. I feel like I'm in not the best area, even though somehow it's like one of the fastest growing and like highest priced the highest taxed areas in the country for like 10 years strong now or something. I don't know why. I don't know why everybody wants to be here. Oh, I just recently edited my flight controls, so that'll be fun. I'll probably hit a few things. Oh god.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Yo, Bruce, if you're still here, thanks again for all those subs, man. That was wild. I still can't believe you did that. Not gonna lie. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I feel like, you know, it's like if you were in a band, right? Think about it this way. If you were in a band, and then your, you know, one of your idols was like, showed up to your show, and you know, feel like you're already not that great at what you do, but then you have the worst show of your life on top of it. That's what it's like. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I mean, I would hope that that's exactly what people come here for, because, you know, I've said it many times in the stream before, but that's exactly why I stream. So, you know, that's great. You know, to say the whole spiel for anybody who hasn't said it before, but, you know, I think we started before COVID. Pretty sure we did. But it definitely, like, it felt like it really saved me during COVID, because I'm a really social person. I'm just, like, not coming in here at the angle that I would want, so I'm gonna turn around. So yeah, you know, I work weird hours, and, you know, sometimes I'll work for like 12 hours at a time. Everybody's in bed. When I get home, you know, there's nobody I'm like jumping on with to play games or anything, and it was just a way for me to like just hang out with people and not like feel like I'm just like waking up, going to work, coming home to like a practically empty house because people are sleeping, and then, you know, staying up and going to bed again. You know what I mean? It's just a way to hang out with people, and I always appreciate it when anybody comes in and just chills. And that is, yeah, exactly why I do it. And like I was saying before too, like especially with COVID, man, it really helped. I don't know what I would have done without it. Yo, nerds. And yeah, side note, new Babbage is really bad today. This is what I mean when frames are tied to server. We've been here during IAE week already, and it wasn't nearly this bad. This is probably the worst I've seen it. It was definitely way better up there in that station. Okay, so now we're gonna call it in. Hopefully I can land this thing without smashing into a wall, because like how the fuck? I have 5 frames a second.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
See, this is what I mean, Bruce. I swear, I have good frames most times. He's not even here anymore. He's on his bidet. He's bideting. He loves that thing. How you doing, Nards? What's going on, man? God, this is terrible. Oh, God. No, I can't. I can't. Okay, let's put our limiter down. Kind of want to check to see like what else is going on at IAE, because if there are no other manufacturers I'm interested in, I might just fly back to what's it called? Jesus. Fuck, I can't remember the name. Oh my god. Lorville. Put your damn nose down. Holy fuck. That was the worst landing of my life. Yeah, he got a bit. Oh, he's had a bidet for a while. The man, he loves bidets. I'm surprised he didn't mention it in chat. Got Lady Nards a bidet for her birthday in August. You still, oh man, you gotta get on that, man. At one time, got Corinne, it was a birthday gift. Got her like, it was like a stamp for her books. So it's like, or sorry, not like a stamp, like a press. So you know how like some people like with ink might like stamp their book, you get a little personalized, you know, from the library of Corinne or like whatever, right? A little personalized thing. But it was a press, so it just like whatever, like manipulates the paper to make it look like a stamp. It's like a clamp, right? And it came like weeks after her birthday. I was like, I'm sorry, I'd been like, it's been to hell and back just trying to get this fucking thing from the person to you. It's been this whole thing. You know, it's gonna be here in a few days. And then it took like, yeah, it took weeks. And I was just like, fuck. And by the time she got it, she was like, thanks. You know, she really liked it, but yeah, I mean, just showed up randomly. She already knew what she was getting because I had to tell her at that point. Yeah, it's definitely like underwhelming, you know? Yeah, bidets are the shit, man. No pun intended. Or perhaps pun intended. Yeah, where are we going? The Metro Loop. I just want to like, I think there's maybe like 1 or 2 ships I want to rent. See, like the frames are good now. Well, it's just to say that they dip. But this game's just fucking weird like that. I cannot wait. I hope 3.18 comes with some optimizations. I will gladly welcome them. And perhaps 4.0 beta is not that far off. Which should come with, you know, a lot. Yeah, I don't think I've ever tried a bidet. I feel like I would just still have to wipe. Like, you gotta dry your ass, right?
Capsule now approaching
You know what I
station.
mean?
Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Gotta dry your ace hole. Your bunghole. They need to make a bidet with a dryer in it.
Careful.
Think about
Doors
it.
are now closing.
Get on it. Let's patent that shit. Instead of a bidet, we'll call it a bidry. Oh my god. Yeah, that's my concern. Wait, to which part was your concern? I feel like I said a lot there. That you're gonna be in the doghouse if you don't install it? Or, oh, that it's gonna be like underwhelming? Yeah, by the time it is installed. Should be like, cool, thanks for finally doing that. Yeah. I feel like I had a little bit more of an excuse though, man. Like how it's drying? Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. Like when and if you go to use it, you're like, that's my concern. I don't know how, I guess you still use toilet paper, but like just a square of it. You like do a little dab.
Next stop.
Oh, my camera's over here. Little, fuck it. Little dabby dab. Disgusting. These are the discussions we have in this stream. Disgusting. Gross.
Careful. Doors are now closing. Nearing next
Maybe my hotel will have a bidet. I feel like people have answered this question before, but it never sounds like legit enough for me to be like, oh, okay. But like, don't we just swap one crisis for another? Like, you know, like toilet paper is bad for the environment and like our sewage systems, it's clogging them up, and we actually don't really have a good way of disposing it. Like all these problems that come with like how we traditionally go to the bathroom. I don't know, versus a bidet. But then, like, aren't we already on the verge of like a fresh water crisis, and we use enough of that shit to like wash our dishes and like do all this other stuff and like take 30-minute showers and like, and now we're gonna wash our assholes with it too? That's always been my thing. That's the part that I never understand. I feel like we're gonna see a freshwater crisis before I die. I feel like we're gonna get really bleak here. I feel like there have been somebody who's already born that will, you know, suffer cause of death from an extreme weather event to a proportion that we can't even imagine currently. I think somebody already walks this earth who will experience those events, and they will become more regular. And having no fresh water is just a fucking small piece of that. We're all going to war with each other over oil. Wait until you can't drink. Picturing a garden hose spraying my bum. How can it not make a mess? Yeah, exactly, right? And then, yeah, the water, man. Think of the water. Think of the water. All that water. Only recycled infected water. Oh, that sounds so gross. Just, I don't know. The only recycled infected water for my asshole. Thank you very much. Didn't somebody like Charmin or somebody try and do... They try to do the whole like get a wet wipe for your butt, right? This is the proper way to go to the bathroom, because now you're really clean. I already have one of these ones in the back. Basically the same ship, but they all have different... One's got a massive cargo hold, the other one, I'm not sure. And this, ooh, look at the tanks. And this one's a bomber variant. I have the bomber air variant. Feel free to check out the highlight, I guess, because that exists. Should be on the page, on my main page somewhere. It's the only highlight I have. It's a pretty long one. It's like 8 minutes. But that was a really fun stream. We were live cats that stream, and Jumptown is a player event. Where you basically take space drugs and you try and sell them, and people, you know, it really does, it forces a lot of interesting player interactions. Yeah, we went on a bombing raid and we like blew everybody up. We blew a bunch of players up. It was a lot of fun. Wipes are a real product advertised to men, which is funny. Yeah? Who makes them though? Like, it's like Charmin or something, isn't it? That sounds neat. Yeah, it is neat. Toilet paper is made from cellulose stuff or something, so it's supposed to break down quickly. I don't know. Is it? I feel like the process for making it is probably pretty bad though, right? It's gotta be something. Hey buddy, let's take this tank, let's go together. Let's go. Oh, you're hurting me, you're hurting me. Ouch. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, fuck man, I've been playing this game on autopilot tonight. On autopilot doing nothing. I was just curious where the button was. It's been... Oh, there we go. It's been forever. What the fuck? These buttons? No. Oh, what? I can't close the doors? Come on. Because it's a display model? Come on. Right up on TP. Some losing ones. Nice. But like, why do you gotta make wipes masculine? Yeah, I don't know. Cause you know, there's that male type that like everything needs to be hyper ultra manly with, you know, big trucks and diesel and dick jokes and stuff or whatever. You know the type, you know. I already have one of these. Or, I mean, I have, at least before, so, I mean, I don't really need to take out a new one. I mean, this one does have missiles, though. Fuck it. It's just gonna disappear in a day anyways. Oh, never mind. You can't rent it, apparently. Moving on. Very sensitive about my butthole, okay? Oh no! It's gonna be one of those streams. Okay. Oh, give my ears a bit of a break. Just got done playing Warzone with my bros and I cooked a brisket and drank 400 IPAs, slapped my wife and shaved my beard inside of my Ford F-250. Exactly. Yep. That's the exact type that I'm talking about. Good to see you still here, Bruce. Sorry. I apologize for the quality of this content and stream that you invested so much money in. Thanks again, man, for that. That was wild. You didn't have to do that. You're fucking MVP, man. I appreciate you, bro. It's always good to see you. It's a rare event, so makes it that much sweeter. Oh, look. Fucking Bruce Cooper in the menus. Were you? Was he trying to join in on us? I'm trying to find you an SC. I just got 30K'd, bro. So I think I actually have to quit. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do best, I guess. But I think I have to restart the game. Yeah, see? When you get 30K'd, it won't let you join again. It's annoying. So I have to actually quit and then relaunch it. It's lame. Yeah, oof. Were we dropping? Yeah. Yeah, just straight, like it was a 30K, just like came up. It was like, you don't get to play. And then, yeah, usually you have to restart. At least I do. I don't know if you would have to. Try it again. Join on you? Okay, cool. I just gotta reboot it. Oh man, I wish I had recorded it. But actually one of the first times I think I booted up this game, you were on it or something. Yeah, I guess you would have already had to have been on it because I was getting pinged or something. Or shit, maybe I was streaming it. I can't even remember now. But like I kept hearing this noise and I was like, what the fuck is that noise? Yeah, you were calling me. Yeah. And then when I finally picked it up, it was like not what I expected at all. It was like you on the other end, and you said something. I can't remember what it was, but I died. I was laughing so hard. Yeah, calling you over and over and over, and I was like, I think I was live because I was like, I feel like I remember talking out loud and being like, but seriously, what the fuck is that noise? Okay. Got room in the server. We're good there. Excuse me. Anytime I smoke on stream, Bruce, I think of that guy. The guy didn't he start the whoop whoop thing? the insane clown posse, and he streamed for a little bit. And for a while, I think I was the only person who hung out in those streams. Hits for mom. You can call your homies on SC. Yeah. Vince, was that his name? Yeah. I think, you know, you might have said something like, man, I don't know if you can, you know, do that. And he was like, ah, it's good. Yeah, he was wild. He said some pretty funny shit, though. I don't know. He seemed like a fun dude, but he also seemed like a dude who might, you know, be able to get out of control real quick. Full disclaimer, not doing anything illegal. Where I am, exclamation mark, smoking. I always forget what that is. I don't know. Yeah, the whip hits. Yeah. In stream, wow, yeah. I worry about him. Oh, really, eh? Well, you guys still like somewhat close? Like, would it be weird, you know, to shoot him a message or something? Because, you know, hey man, it's been a bit. Just seeing how you're doing, what's new, what's going on, that kind of thing. See, when I watch you play this game, it's like smooth as butter, Bruce. You would do tons of drugs and play Virtual Boy? Oh, that is hilarious. Was that, yeah, that's like the old, what is it? Is that not like the old school flop Nintendo VR, basically? The Virtual Boy? He's okay, he just overdoes it sometimes. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, feel like he can mostly take care of himself, but he's like that type of dude that like sometimes you're like, sometimes pushes it a little too far. He just happens to be really lucky, you know, like that kind of thing. And they'll continue to live like that until they die at a ripe age of 95. Oh, okay. Sometimes that happens. There's like 2 layers of doors, and the doors are actually open, but they look closed. All right. I am in the lobby. Yeah, the red and black thing. Yeah. Right? Yeah, that's why I had to like initially think. I was like, that is like, he was throwing it back playing that thing. Because I think, Bruce, I'm pretty sure you're about the same age as me. Maybe a little younger. What are we doing? Are you going to IAE? I don't know why I always like string it into one word. It just sounds like I'm slurring. You're 35? Okay, yeah, I'm 34, I think. You really do stop counting after 30. For anybody who hasn't hit it yet, I feel like you just do. Like, I actually, sometimes I don't know how old I am. People ask me and I'm like, yo, Rob. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Yo, the whole gang is here now. The whole gang is here now. I feel like I gotta do something grand. Yeah, Bruce, I'm in your server, by the way. I just don't know where you are. I guess we should party up. That should be a thing. Because then I can actually find you. Ah, shit, it's Robert. How you doing, man? What's good? What were you playing? I saw that you were online. Before I went to my dashboard, I was rushing. Where are we here? Where are you? Where? God, these. I mean, it's cool that you're in here with 100 and some odd people, but I don't. What's the easiest way? Oh. Psh. Alright, then I'll at least be able to see where you are. Unless that's you right there. Nope. Do the hokey pokey? Senor Bruce. I know, Bruce is here. It's crazy. I feel like he's always in bed by now. Boy's gotta get his sleep, you know? Oh, you far away. Am I coming to you, or you coming to me? Okay, I at least gotta go. Okay, I just want to rent a ship really quick. And if you want to meet me here anyways, then we can wait. Or we'll like fly mission or something. It won't take you that long to get here. Do your thing, bro, and I'll find you. Okay. Oh boy. He's gonna light me up. Going to bed, Zom. Yo, casual. Your charming NPR voice. I will take that as a compliment. I actually don't think my audio is that good, so thank you. I will sleep easier tonight knowing that you said that. Have a good one, man. Get some rest. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know I'll see you around in someone's stream, for sure. Yeah, keep your stick on the ice, bud. Yeah, take care, man.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Stand clear. Yeah, thanks again for that raid, man. Coming in hot with the raid. Yeah, we're getting this in, and I don't know if I'll be streaming. Usually I at least try and get 2 done on the weekend. Aim for 1 in the week. Doesn't always work out that way. Primarily, I do stream a lot of Star Citizen. I have been playing some Zomboid recently. Took a break from that. Yeah. That's what we do here. Things are usually almost always falling apart. And I just fight the forces that be, and we flop our way through a 3-hour stream, or limp our way, and we call it a day. We chat and we have some laughs in between. Stream, well, I can't speak for this is just Star Citizen being Star Citizen, you know. It's gonna drop frames all the time, but the whole stream is running in the cloud. Actually, all I need at this moment is a screen of literally any kind that I can connect to the internet, a controller, and preferably a phone so I can use the camera as a web source, and I'm good to go. And I'm hoping that the hotel that we go to this weekend for my anniversary has Wi-Fi, because even if I do it for half an hour, I kind of want to put it to the test. It's nice, you know, it's easy to do it in my own home. I have a solid internet connection here, but so yeah, we're kind of like mad science fucking stream. It doesn't always work great all the time, but it's been a long journey. I've had several iterations of setups that have always worked for some amount of time, and then for some reason or another, I try and change like one element and it like falls apart, and then I'm like, okay, fine. I take that element out and it never goes back. It's the weirdest thing, but I've basically nuked I think 2 or 3 of my setups that way. Oh, yeah. I always see it and think it's golf, yeah. Yeah, it's a hockey stick. You'll see it after a while. You know, give it time. Just give it time. Yeah, keep your stick on the ice. Keep it ice cold. Yeah, it's a red-green thing. We have a friend through the interwebs who once streamed the Junior, the red-green Junior. So he is of red-green royalty. Canadian royalty. A goddamn treasure. Yeah, that just kind of happened. I think that like I hadn't caught a red stream in a little bit. Something was going on. Sometimes it's just timing of like whatever my schedule is, or oh god, the frames. What I've been working at that time, whatever. Like now, like I think I've sent Bruce a couple messages by now about it, but I feel bad because like I'm never in his stream anymore. He just streams like literally when I'm working. These all the same. Razor EX. I don't know the difference between them. Oh no. The Razor gets supercharged. The LX features an overclock engine. Reduced maneuverability. Oh, we could try and do the Microtech River thing. That could be cool. There's like people try and race the rivers. Yeah. Yeah, life happens, dude. Yeah, for sure. I feel that. I totally get that. But yeah, no, it just I just remember like it came out of nowhere. Like when I found out, like I think Jan hasn't streamed for like 2 weeks or something. She's, you know, been going through some stuff. So like it's always something, of course, right? Like it can't always be like your top focus. You know, obviously like people have families and people have, you know, other things happen, unfortunately. I just got, you know, some bad news this week myself. Like, yeah, it's been hard, especially the last 2 years on people. We all need a break every once in a while. But yeah, I probably didn't think anything of it. So it was like kind of one of those things, like by the time I found out, I think it was like he was done for like a month or something. And I was like, oh no, you know, I feel like there was like, you know, probably like a final stream or something, you know, like I missed it. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing, but shit happens. Like you have to handle your stuff. Advanced Racer. Yeah, well, that description didn't seem very exciting. Wait, that's the same description for this one. Razor, LX, EX. Well, where's the EX? Oh. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, well, it's this one we want. It's the fast one we want. Oh no, will it not let me rent them? Okay. So we did all this for nothing. We've been wasting our time. Oh, wait. Oh, hey, there we go. He was in like this meant like, I don't know what to word it. Yeah. Thought. What do they call that? Inner thought. That's it. Okay, so we got that one. And then... what the hell is that? Okay, we'll just do that one. We're good. Yeah, she'll hopefully be back next week. Yeah, I know, yeah, what's going on there, yeah. Her dad just unfortunately got sick, but she'll, yeah. I sold my last... oh, yeah? Nice, Bruce. That's sweet. Like, are you replacing, like, all your camera gear and everything? Like, what, like, body are you running? I think you're a Canon guy, right? I sold my Canon, I had everything, like, a year ago, 2 years ago. And I'm saving up for a Sony. I don't know, their Alpha series is... I don't know, at times I feel like it's a bit of a niche, but other times it seems like it is really popular. They are nice cameras. They have really nice sensors. I used to be really into photography world, yeah. Yeah, I know you've said, like, before that, like, you had some nice cameras. Unfortunately, I never, like, I can say that, you know, I've worked in whatever. Like, I don't really do a lot of on-set stuff. Not much anymore. I take what post I can. But, yeah, I more got kind of, you know, they said that when I was in film school, like, you know, this is what you're gonna want to do. And then what you actually end up doing is going to be, you know, totally different, or, you know, non-existent at all. Because you're going to an art school. And, yeah, I ended up more in lighting, which is technically camera department. But, yeah, most of the stuff I got to hold was, like, either for short film projects or, like, 48-hour film festival, student projects. But, you know, I got to hold a couple reds. Run a couple reds, some area cameras, some pretty nice units, but I've never really owned anything serious myself, so I would really like to buy like a really nice camera. I had Hasselblad 503. I said, wow, but yeah, that's insane. Yeah, you couldn't say no, but almost like the value to some degree, I imagine, would like fuck with you a little bit, right? Like you'd be like, oh well, can't give it up. Like, you know, if it's worth that much, you know, because there is a personal attachment too, right? You're already having to get over that probably, because you're like, it's just a really nice camera, so you're fighting that bit. Like my dad, he had a Porsche, and you know, it was a car, but that was his baby, and like at one point the engine, you know, had to have a bunch of work done, and you know, something happened, and like you have to like take it to somebody who does Porsches, you know, like it's not, you know, a cheap deal, right? And it sat for like a good while, and you know, when they start to sit like that, like it just gets worse. You know, worse and worse. So in that situation, you know, it should have maybe been a little easier, but he definitely had that personal attachment where it was just like, I don't want to sell it. Don't want to sell it, which is fine. Like, you know, like I get it. You put the money into it, you want to keep it, but sometimes just for some reason or another, right? Like it eventually makes more sense to just sell it. It might be an unfortunate situation you're in. Where's the spaceport? I don't know where I'm going. Or you just figure you could use the extra cash because you want a boat. You know? I don't know which way I have to go back to go to the spaceport. I think it's this way. We're gonna hope it's this way.
Careful, doors are now closed.
Kind of, Fuji started selling master rolls of film stock, medium format camera gear, and some 35 shot through the roof. Yeah, that's sweet, man. Yeah, I never, like, I feel like working at a movie theater had something huge to do with it, you know, where I started, you know,
Embarking passengers.
I don't know, getting into film, I suppose. But like, yeah, it didn't start early for me. Like, I also like, why did I get out here? Fuck, I'm such an idiot. I'm on autopilot right now. Yeah, I barely got out of high school, but yeah, you know, I didn't like take any photography courses or anything like that. So I, you know, at least had the internet at my disposal. So I started there. I actually worked my first job, surprisingly, was on a feature film that never saw the light of day. It was called The Chester Kids. I'm pretty sure you can still find a trailer for it on YouTube. Yeah, it was like, it was good from what I remember. Like, it was alright. It's kind of is interesting plot. And it kind of all goes sideways at the end, which is, I'm all for those types of endings. So it was up my alley. I thought it was good, but I don't know. It wasn't any of my business. I talked to the director a few times after. It was kind of like poking a bit, you know. It was his baby, so you don't want to, you know, it's emotional for him, I'm sure, but I was like, oh yeah, what's going on? And at one point they were talking with E1 Entertainment as a distributor, and something happened there, and then it just never got off the ground. Played at a couple festivals, I think. But yeah, that was my first job, and I worked a couple other, like, short film jobs before I even went to school. Just as, like, a PA. On one, I was a script supervisor. On one, I was like a general, looking at everything, and they just put me on as executive producer. Yeah, and then I went to school after the fact. So for me, it was kind of like late, and I just kind of came in a different angle, and then I started getting really interested in like cameras and stuff. Just not still photography necessarily. Like the one I bought for my own personal use. Like I didn't plan on doing any filming on it or anything, but it was good enough, like at least with the lens package and everything that it came with. But I think it was a Rebel T3i or something. Like it was brand new then, right? I think a T3i is like old now, but it's drug, dude. By the way, I'm at your location. You're at the spaceport. Oh yeah, you're like 16 kilometers. Okay, what are we doing? Oh look, this guy's with me. What's up? What are we flying in, Bruce? And I mean, like, you know, whatever, it's totally up to you if you want to. We could Discord or at least have like prox comms like in game or something. Like it's kind of weird to chat on Twitch, but some people don't mind that. Yeah, you're just flying right out there. So what? I'm just gonna get my own thing. We just gotta get out of Babbage, cause like holy shit. It's so bad in here.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
What am I doing? I'm just taking out my own?
Be sure to visit Wally's bar at the promenade. Only a quick
Yeah,
ride
get in the
special.
cord. I'm gonna tighten. Getting 1 FPS here. Okay, good. So it's not just me. Yeah, it's because it's fucking free fly. I could just like, I could just get in my Hornet and then come meet you and jump in the back. Because it's already here. So I don't have to wait for it.
Stand by.
Or pull out my Titan. We go Titan on Titan.
Your
That's some
vehicle has
Titan
been
on
delivered to
Titan
the
action.
location.
Microtech. The
Okay,
Empire's
number one.
leader in cutting-edge technology. Where creative innovation.
How long have we been going? Who is it, Rabbit, that said every time he says short stream, he goes for 3-4 hours? For a streamer that, like, generally barely goes 3. Nope, that's not the hangar I want to go. What was it? 1. Priority access. Granted. Where's my fucking mouse? Yeah, touch the Titan tips just for a bit. I'm just going to land somewhere close on the ground. Okay. Sorry, I still have a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Okay. Yeah, I meant like EVA transfer, but if your frames are that bad, you could just get out of there so we don't melt your GPU or whatever. Oh yeah, and I changed my flight controls recently, so that should be interesting. Bok Choy isn't here to do the bonk command if I hit something. I don't have to change these, I just have to get this open. Yeah, it's annoying that you have to change your fire groups every time. It doesn't remember them. And they're really kind of random. Woo!
You are clear to launch. Thank you.
Wait, it's like I lost your icon. I'm so confused. Oh, there. Oh, I'm looking right at you. Why does it keep tilting my nose up like that? It's like my lateral thrust, like my horizontal thrust. Oh, is it because I still have my landing gear down?
Landing gear raised.
Oh, I think that was actually it. Okay, here we go.
Landing gear deployed.
Is my gear down or what? Oh, this is somehow still rough. I guess I could have turned my limiter down more.
Hello?
Engine.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, man. I'm almost dead. I'm bleeding out. I don't know why I'm bleeding, but I am. Help.
I feel like I'm gonna get robbed.
I'm very drunk, also.
You're very drunk also. Why are you drunk? Yo, he's drunk on the weed drink.
Well, I've had a couple of beers.
You don't look very hurt to me.
I want to ride here. Let me see here. Hold on, I'm hurting.
I don't know if I have to turn this up for you guys, but can I turn voice up more? Great. So I'm gonna lose a ship.
How do I fly this thing, bro?
Okay,
I don't
hold
know,
on.
man.
Is it speech
I'm
volume?
looking for flight ready. Where's that at?
I don't know. Hit I, because the engines are off. Oh, what the fuck? You went flying, oh my god. I hope you saw that. Oh, okay, well you're flying us back now. Are you hurt now? Like, I don't know if you guys saw, but he went flying. Do you want me to fly, man? I don't know if you saw, but you yeeted. Having some issues? Exclamation mark clip actually works again, as far as I know. But it's okay. We can go back after. I'll make sure. I'll go. Oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious. Holy shit. You need me to fly there, bud? Well, thumbnail's broken for me. Maybe that's just how... Oh, well, you clipped that? Okay. Yeah, the thumbnail's broken for me, but I think that's just OBS. Am I flying? I'll take that. I'll take that as I'm flying then. I don't even know if my prox comms are working. Jump up and down if they're working. I'll take it as a no. Can you hear me? Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, no, they're not. They were right up until you got into my ship. Well, yeah, you can hear me through stream, but you can actually hear me through my prox comms, I guess. Like that, you hear. Oh, that's weird. Like sometimes, like when you like enter a ship, it says like, oh, what? Now my mouse isn't working. Oh, there we go. Like when you go into a ship, sometimes it will say, like, join this channel. Like it seemed to work right up until you went, ah! Flew out of the ship, basically. Yeah, right, exactly. It was like you died, but like only piece of you came back, basically. I'm just making sure I didn't turn anything down because I was in audio. No, it's yeah, I don't know. Everything looks normal. Check, I'm just assuming that you're listening to stream at this point. Check to make sure. I think before, sometimes this would like auto switch back to something else. I don't know. I also have mine binded that I have to like hold a button when I'm doing it, like it's push to talk. I heard you right before I blew your shit up. Oh, I wonder if you... I wonder if... Check your crime stat. I wonder if you... Oh, he bedlogged. Yeah. He'll probably be back in a second. I want to see if he just like blips into the bed. But you may have committed a crime against me. Yeah, I killed it so hard you blew up flight. I was gonna send him a message in game, but I think he got offline. And we'd have to party up again. You didn't have, okay. As soon as I thought of that, I was like, oh, that has to be it, but That's weird. That's fucking hilarious, though. Oh, man. I suppose, actually, I didn't really consider this, but we may have just been able to fix it by, disband. What? Are you invisible now? The ghost of Bruce is haunting this channel. Or this ship. What possible? That actually scared me a little bit. Oh yeah, you keep disappearing. What the fuck? Well, that's not good. Oh shit, that just hurt me a little bit. Oh, there he is. There he is. No, what? Wait. Okay, it says we're in a... Okay, try now. Okay. I don't have Discord open apparently. What? We'll just we'll go in Bruce room. The Cooper room. I can't see chat because of all these windows. Go into any room and I'll drag you.
Yo.
Yo.
Hey.
Hold on, let me pull this up.
Hello?
Hello?
I didn't mean to blow your ship up. I'm sorry. That was weird. I was trying to find the like flight ready button and I must have clicked.
Yeah, you like to hit eject a lot.
Yeah, I went flying.
Yeah, you did. You took off.
That was wild. I didn't know what was going on. All of a sudden I heard, you know, the classic Star Citizen where it like makes a boom sound and then like a boom sound. It's like it goes it like makes this like kind of little boom sound and then all of a sudden like the big boom sound.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back and look at it because it just looks like it didn't immediately, like the frame didn't immediately explode or whatever, so it just looked like it fucking shot you out of the back.
Yeah, everything turns into a goddamn slideshow in this game. Like people die and they like, you get like one frame of death and then you get the death.
Yeah. Oh man.
Where we drop him here?
God.
I drank a lot of beer tonight. I'm sorry. I want to apologize in advance.
You don't have to apologize.
Today, you know?
It's all good. I don't know. Let's
Wanna do a mission?
Yeah.
So we got on the Moby glass.
On the mobs.
I don't know, man.
I don't really have like any like combat ships or anything that are two-seater.
I don't know. No.
So it would be like more FPS something, I guess.
I mean, we can. You'll have to fly that because I don't have any like gunners or anything. Wait, do you? You have a lot more experience in this game than me.
Yeah, I don't think I have like anything that's like a ship fighter that has 2 seats, unfortunately, because I'm just waiting until next wipe. Oh, I just got knocked over. I'm just waiting till next wipe, and then I'm gonna get the Super Hornet. I'm flying the Hornet Ghost now or something, I think, but at least the Super Hornet has a 2nd seat. But that's what I've invested everything into, so... Like, I have bigger ships, but they're not, like, something that you would take into, like, ship combat kind of thing. So, like, party stuff, it's like, I guess it kind of makes me limited to, like, FPS stuff, unless the other person has something.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding out for some reason. I'm on like 70%.
Probably because you shot the back of that ship.
I don't have any pens or anything. Fuck. Shit. God damn it. Well, I am probably going to go unconscious soon. So that'll be dope.
Do you want me to fly back to where you are? Like, cause you're like 50. I at least have the Star Runner or whatever. Like, so I can get to you quick, you know? Or quicker, anyways.
Why don't, here. You were just at, New Babbage, right? Is that what this is?
Microtech, yeah.
Why don't I'll land here and I'll check into a hospital and then fuck.
Well, where's your home at?
I can't remember.
Usually you're a Microtech boy normally.
I think I'm at Microtech.
So like you may have just had spawn set out there, and then you can go up to the terminal and you can default back to home, so it should tell you what your home is. And then like I don't know, at that rate, if it happens to be like Loreville, then that's where mine is, and I'll just reset mine and then kill myself.
Well, is that better than just spawning here? Like, I can find a hospital bed here.
Well, like, I'm not even in any gear.
Okay, wait. Because I'm kind of drunk. So, what should I do? I'm sorry. What would you like? What would be the...
Probably the easiest would be to fly to the port above us. Was that Tressler? Yeah, see that one right up above?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like a hospital,
I think my, you know how like it like bugs and you can't see points of interest sometimes?
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going through, because right now I see the like ringed, there's like a circle of lights.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
I don't have any points of interest.
It might be because try clearing your destinations in your Moby Glass. Yeah. Or if like sometimes if that doesn't work, you can like click a destination, set it, and then clear that.
You're right. I cleared the skyline or whatever. All right, here we go. Everything's getting like really weird because I'm literally about to die. I hope I can.
Do you want me to fly?
No, it's okay.
Okay. If you die, we're probably gonna crash into this thing, but this is actually where my spawn is set to, I'm pretty sure, so it's all good.
I'm not gonna crash into it, it's fine.
Oh my god, the frames.
I know, mine's all fucked up.
It's because free fly, that's why.
Alright, I got a bay. So my brother got me this like Oktoberfest mug.
Yeah.
And it holds 3 beers.
Nice.
So I get
I want to see like
six-pack of,
what that looks like. Like you're like just
dude,
like
it's huge. It's
to
like a
scale,
5-pound
you know?
with a handle on the side.
Yeah.
And so like he'll get me like I get like a 6-pack of like strong beer, and I just pour two glasses. But it's like
nice.
it's 6 beers, you know.
Nard says you need to take the keys away from him.
No,
but yeah,
they're fine, man. Who the fuck is Nard, bro? Nard? What kind of name is Nard?
Nard.
Grow up.
He says that he thinks he has the same mug.
Yeah, man, it's Oktoberfest. Oh god, my pulse. I can see my pulse. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get us.
Okay, well, we might as well get a first row seat, see out the window to our death. Oh
Dude,
my god, I saw that. We almost hit that.
I know, I'm gonna get us home, man. Chill, bro. Alright, here, check this shit out. I'm gonna drop my landing gear.
Nothing good has ever come up. Check this shit out.
Check this fucking shit out, bro. And land. Get the fuck out right now.
Like a
clock. Just run, hurry. Have a pleasant stay, I will. Alright, we're not dead, so that's good.
Man.
Here we go! Yeah, mine came with a huge can of beer too, like a mass, and there's like a little boy on the front. Paul Anner Munchin. That's what the front of mine says.
That must be his name.
Pauliner.
Yeah, the boy's name.
Child.
Yeah.
Beer child.
I'm just gonna come out and say it. You should stream drunk more.
No.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to get Prime subs.
You're probably getting them right now.
Dude, hot dogs?
Welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna. I just
grab a dog. You
No.
You're standing.
No, my game's frozen. Wait, did I walk all the way to the dogs? No, dude, I'm dead.
You're not dead. You're standing right here. You're right here.
No, I went to go order a couple dogs and then I died.
Okay, well, I can try and get a medical gun, and then I'll see if I can heal you.
My whole shit is frozen.
I think if you die in a station, though, you will spawn in that station. I could be wrong.
Dude, Nard, I know, man. It was $9.99 for my like little setup. My wife was like, "Are you sure you want that?" And I was like,
Yes.
I was like,
Is that a question?
"Bitch, I want my beer." Just kidding. I'm sorry.
To prove an empty can. Yeah.
That's not funny. I shouldn't. She's mad at me now. No, she's not. I have a dead arm now because she punched me so hard. Hello?
Okay, I have the gun. The medical gun. I just gotta equip it. Can I even equip it? Oh. Where's it gonna put you?
Log out. Dude, she punched me really hard. Shit.
Mm.
Wow.
Just give you a real ringer, eh?
A real ringer, yeah. So wait, you said you were in Toronto?
Yeah, I'm basically, but we're going into like downtown Toronto tomorrow. I just rented a hotel.
My friend Adam is in Ontario.
Yeah.
I don't know how far that is from Toronto.
Ontario is the province we live in, yeah. Where does he live in Ontario? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I can find out, but...
Yeah, I mean, like north of me is where it starts getting like into like cottage country and stuff. And then, you know, between Toronto and the border, you more or less have, you know, Toronto, Hamilton, Windsor, Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have, like, he said that they got their first snow.
Yeah, we got it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, this is probably a week ago.
Yeah, or yeah, maybe it was a week ago.
See, man, it's weird because I'm on the West Coast, USA, like below Washington, and it's a different world over here.
Yeah, like my dad, like my parents got divorced at like a really young age, so like I used to get carted back and forth like a lot.
Yeah.
And he lives not that far south from me, and like at a certain point, like it was more often than not. There you are. You're not dead. Okay, hospital's over here.
Hey, baby! Yeah, dude, I'm literally 0% blood.
Yeah, go. I have a med gun if you die.
Yeah,
But
shoot me. Hit me.
Yeah, hit you.
I fucking froze again, man. Literally, like everything's like 3D glasses.
Oh, why won't it? Oh, there we go.
Fuck.
Why won't it shoot?
Inject me, baby.
It won't. It won't treat
Pull
you.
the trigger, baby.
I think, yeah, but you're frozen.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
3% health. Log.
Fucking hate this goddamn game, dude.
Log, and I'll just stand here. I'll wait. I'm just tapping it. I'm ready to go. You're dead. You're fucking dead. You're dead.
I died.
Well, it says 0, so... Oh no, you're just incapacitated. Here, it's okay. It's okay.
No, it's not, man. I want to fucking... I'm gonna eat the sun. Fuck.
But yeah, like, usually about like halfway, like, to my dad's was generally when you used to start, like, seeing grass, so...
Yeah.
We're just far enough north, like, where I am, it's just kind of like, we kind of get fucked up north, south, east, and west of us.
We should, like, go to Vegas or something. Like, I could get to Vegas for, like, a couple $100.
Yeah, man, it's gonna happen one of these days, like before COVID started, I was, like, seriously thinking, I was like, oh, within the next year or two anyways. Like, I don't know whether it'll be next year or not, but, like, I'll make it down to, like, a TwitchCon. We gotta convince some people to go or something, at least a bunch of us will be all in one place. That'd be cool. Or, like, yeah, I definitely thought of, like, what else could bring me out to other parts of the U.S. Like, I have family in Florida, but we don't know anybody in Florida. Like, right?
There's parts of the U.S. that are, like, extremely cheap to travel to.
Yeah.
And, like, San Diego, Vegas, I think, like, Orlando. Like, you can get there, and dude, if a group of people from Twitch were, say, like, we're gonna meet at Vegas in October.
Yeah, you want me to come? Sorry, hold on. You want me to come to you then?
Well, I'm gonna see where I can log in. I had to.
Well, it says that you're like it says for me that you're 60 million kilometers away.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What's it? What system are you in?
Well, I'm Stanton. It just logged me. I had to log out. It was weird because I was bleeding. I was like dying when I came to you, but I wasn't when I logged in.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. Cause like if it hadn't like booted you or locked you up or whatever, I would have been able to revive you on the floor. But because you were incapacitated and then logged or game froze on you or whatever, that's where it put you. Basically, you just slipped through a really dumb crack. So I can come to you. It'll be a little bit quicker because the mercury's quick, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm at my health is back and stuff. And
yeah.
I am at let's see.
Your insurance claim has been
I'm at
sent.
Arc Corp. Yeah, I mean, if you want to come all the way to Arc, I'll be here.
Okay, it's gonna take about 4 minutes to get the ship in, but
yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it's probably the quickest thing to travel there in.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I'm gonna go pee. BRB.
Okay. And then you can resume Vegas. The Vegas idea. Yeah, he's playing in a Virtual Boy. Oh, tased? He's 3 hours from Toronto. Interesting. I wonder where he lives. He might be closer to the border then, I guess. Like, I don't know, that, or he's in, like, country, essentially. Like, there's, like, Thunder Bay or whatever. Thunder Bay's Not exactly small town, but it's not exactly a booming huge city either. And from what I'm told, it's kind of depressing. It's 60 million kilometers, that's like 10 miles. Yeah, almost. Not quite. Not quite. The Thunder Bay Whiskey Jacks, what is that? Is that, I don't know, like a AAA team or something?
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh, no worries.
No, what I was gonna say, like if we,
Oh, baseball
I
team.
used to just save up to go to San Diego because that's where TwitchCon is.
Right.
But if we had our own TwitchCon or there,
Yeah, I
LA
kept
has
saying to
these
Rob, I've
vibes.
been trying to pitch. I think I've pitched to you before. Mexi TwitchCon. We pick like an all-inclusive resort,
Yeah, I mean,
and then just drink and eat as much as you want for like. Well, I don't know how much it goes for there. I feel like it'd be worse for me because Canadian dollar. But generally, I can go to Mexico all-inclusive for like, you know, $1,100 airfare, food, booze,
yeah, it doesn't.
something
I
like
don't
that.
care where it is,
Yeah,
as long as I have enough time to, you know, save up the couple $1,000 it takes to
right.
get there.
Yeah, I know. I'd be totally down. Sometimes with those things, the hardest part is like getting people to commit, right? And then there's usually somebody like a week out, you know, who's like,
I can't do it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know, sometimes shit happens, but
Welcome.
sometimes
to the
it's also
Airport
just
Vehicle Retrieval
those
System.
people.
Favorite memories in my life are hanging out with Rob in San Diego, you know, like it's so
Yeah,
fun.
absolutely.
Please visit us again.
It's
Yeah, a
just
couple
hard
couple
getting-
times. I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but Red was saying he like just sort of dropped like the area that he was like skiing in, and I'm like, dude, that's like 15 minutes from me.
Yeah, I think Red's
If
up
I'm
there.
like, if I'm off, you know what I mean? Like, you know, whatever. I know that usually when you go, you're going with your family, but if for whatever reason, right? It's like if I
Yeah.
happen to be off work or something, and you like drop me a text, I could actually be there and like be like, yeah, half an hour maybe. If I take my
Yeah, I'd
time.
love to hang out with Red.
Yeah.
He's somebody who I would love to see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Twitch stuff is like. I guess I've just maybe always had imposter syndrome or whatever, but I just always feel like it's gonna go away. And like I'm like I want to see my friends before. I don't know. It's weird because so many platforms
Nah,
have
man.
shut down. You know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's possibly a legitimate fear. I don't know so much about the imposter syndrome thing, but like, you know, yeah, you know, you never know. The service could just fold up, but I feel like that's more unlikely, right?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone talks about like Twitter shutting down and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't really see that happening.
That's
but-
that's a whole other beast.
Yeah. I remember playing, so right now I'm like in this lobby in Area 18, and I remember playing this game in like 2014, and this was the only area that you could go and explore, and I was so enamored by it.
Vehicle
It was
Yeah.
detected.
it was amazing
Stand by.
thinking that like this whole area
Your
was
vehicle
going to
has been
be
delivered
like
to the
something
following
that I could
location.
go and live my life in and stuff, and here we are.
Right.
8 years later or whatever, and it's not any better. I can go to like another kind of part of it, but
Yeah.
you can, I mean, it's better, but you know what I mean. It's still like
Yeah.
janky as fuck.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Oh, all right. Where
'Kay.
are you?
I'm getting in the ship.
me?
Yeah, yeah. It just like I had to claim it because like basically the bigger they get, the longer they take.
So basically, I'm in Electro, and you're in Tissy, but you're gonna run to Electro from Tissy, and I'm just gonna loot up.
Sure.
Rob will understand.
Yes. Is it DayZ thing?
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna Electro, you're in Tissy.
Okay.
You're gonna run to me,
Yeah.
and hopefully I can stay alive long
Yeah.
enough for you to get to me, and then we'll jump in your car.
Yep.
And we'll go to
In my
to the
jank
North
car.
Airfield.
Do
Yeah,
cars work in that game yet?
Man, no. Yeah, I kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah. Cars. It's funny, like they'll put out an update and they'll put cars in quotes. They'll be like, we're working on cars, and it'll be in quotes. And you're like, okay.
That's kind of
So
funny,
where
actually.
are you?
Yeah, right.
Are you actually? Or-
That's kind of funny. At least they're having fun with it, you know. Okay, these fucking hangar doors would open quicker. Yeah, man, I would love to meet up with everybody. That'd be a great time. What do you think the possibility is, though, of, like, all of us getting together and one of us being, like, the odd man out? Or you know what I mean? Like, one of us turns out to be, like, incredibly annoying.
Well, that'll be me.
I don't know. That might be me.
I'm the annoying one. I think,
No.
like, honestly, I think the only way it will actually happen is if we all go to San Diego. Or
Yeah.
not San Diego, San Francisco. Because San Francisco is
Where
close
is your
enough to
marker?
me. San Francisco is where Astro Grump, Actual
Yep.
Dangs, Jam Pretzels, Le Pep, you know, Future Pizza, like
It's
San
like the-
Francisco's where
Most, like, largest collection of people in the smallest amount of space kind of thing.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
anyone in from LA can get to San Francisco. I love, like, I go to San Francisco all the time.
Yeah.
Probably 3 to 5 times a year.
How far, like, you take train or something? Like, how far of a trip is that for you?
It's like 6 or 7 hours drive.
Oh, okay. Would you normally drive it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I used to fly it.
Yeah.
When I worked for Squarespace, I would fly down there all the time.
Travel engaged.
Oh wow, you work for Squarespace?
Yeah, I was at Squarespace for 7 years.
Landing gear.
Oh, okay. Holy shit. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever heard you mention that. 7 years is a long time to be at a place, you know?
Yeah, it sucked. I mean, when I started, it was.
Well, that's probably
it was
why you didn't mention it, I guess.
I mean, when Squarespace is that, like, prime example of, like, a startup culture that got a bunch
Saved
of
his
funding
ass in the
and then
red
tried
with a
to-
blood transfusion. Sorry, I was just
Right.
reading Rob. Yeah.
No worries. It went from, like, a startup, like, fun job to
Right.
like a
Like, we have, like, the classic, like, forward-thinking work environment with games rooms and shit.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
when I left, it was like stainless steel marble
Oh.
countertops.
Oh, okay.
Everything is like succulent.
Sanitized and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just wasn't my like shit anymore, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
And all I ever did there, I helped integrate like Selenium QA automation. They would do all their
Okay.
QA through Jira and like manual stress testing, and then I helped bring in they had Selenium, which was like an automated QA sort of situation. So it would inject a shit ton of code that emulated like human response and stuff. And I don't know, it's kind of sucked.
Okay.
And so I quit and
Yeah.
started streaming on Twitch.
Crazy.
For probably 3 years prior to streaming, I worked there and didn't spend any money. Put all of like every dime that I ever made aside. And my plan was I wanted to save up enough money to just live completely solo and not have to do anything for 10 years. I wanted like 10 years of just I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I saved up enough to do that right when I found Twitch, and just kind of decided that I was going to stream full time and then
to keep a little bit, you know, or see how it would go anyways coming in.
Yeah, and that was 5-6 years ago, and I still have that 10-year like little nest egg.
Yeah.
I refill it when I need to. Like the recession kind of made it hard.
It's definitely good to have.
Hard.
Yep.
Yeah, just just kind of hang out.
Nice little cushion, but it's there. You know, as soon as you're back on good times, replenish it.
Yeah, and then I did the Etsy thing, and like the Etsy thing's been nuts. So
yeah. This holiday season, crazy again.
Yeah. I think we had 80 orders today.
Holy shit. Good for you, man. That's awesome, though.
So
I mean, you know, a little bit stressful, but...
Let's see.
I'm 8 or 18 million kilometers away or something. It's not very far. More than halfway. I just have to... You could, if you wanted to, get out of the city to the port above, because I'll have to whatever, go to medical there just in case I die, so I don't have to come all the way back, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
I will get my Titan and I'll go to that port.
Sweet.
I forget what it's called.
So yeah, sorry, you were saying fuck yeah, you saved up and shit, and then you just kind of started Twitch and then 3D printing. Oh yeah, and then the holiday stuff, right? I was trying to backtrack.
Oh yeah, no, I wanted to be a streamer. I wanted to try to like make that work.
Yeah.
But I didn't just, it was like impossible to just like quit my job and start streaming. So I saved up 6 months of money, and one sec, hold on.
Sure. Oh no, I think I just crashed. You gotta be kidding me.
Alright, sorry.
It's okay. I think I might have just crashed. Literally right after I got here.
God damn it.
I mean, I'll give it a second, but yeah.
It's so Daisy. This is what it's like trying to meet someone in Daisy.
Getting spinny windows thing.
Yeah, you probably crashed.
God damn it.
Oh.
Sometimes it's oddly forgiving.
Yeah.
With this kind of stuff, and then when you come in, you'll just be sitting in your cockpit, but it seems like there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's just sometimes you get lucky with it.
Well, I mean, this is because of Free Fly Week.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Everyone's smashing the servers.
Yeah. I think it I'm just gonna have to delete it.
That was me earlier. That's what I had to do twice tonight.
Yeah.
Are you still running?
But often it feels like it's like area based sometimes too, though. So like I kind of thought like I was getting away from it, or you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. 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 I don't Yeah,
like in microtech, because that's where everything's going down. But
is that where it is? Microtech?
yeah.
It's my first time logging in since the free fly.
Yeah,
Kind of avoid these weeks.
It's been bad, yeah. I just this is the first, like, I guess I don't know where I would have been this time last year, but this is like the first like major whatever ship event that,
Oh, really?
yeah, that I've really like been around and actively been playing for. So I've rented a bunch of shit just to try it, because like they let you, whatever expo they're having that day, all of their flagship ships are free to rent. Basically, you just have to physically go there and rent them. So I've just been, this is the first time I've been doing that. So I've just been kind of dealing with it, but they have been bad.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they keep doing it. I mean, this and like the race week or whatever, you know, when they do the like Hurston race week where they have all the like ships racing across the plains. It's always a nightmare.
Yep. I've definitely like this is the first big ship event or whatever, like I was saying, but like I've definitely been around for a few other free flies events by now, and I definitely remember thinking my first one, I just couldn't wrap my brain around it. It just seemed so crazy to me that they had recently put in a patch that in general made the game feel so much more stable. Just as I was like, this is great, this is awesome, they did free fly, and just seeing how quickly and how badly it fell apart. Oh, we got lucky. I'm in my ship. Okay, I gotta fly to the station right away. Seeing how quickly it fell apart, it just became immediately apparent that like this event was breaking the game, and ironically somehow this event was supposed to be a way to pull people in. Like, you're like, by the way, this is the worst that this game will ever play, is the week that you get to test it out. You want to buy it? And it's just like so weird.
Well, they keep talking about this like server meshing thing where there'll be like one server and, you know, there'll be 1,000 players on it or whatever.
Right.
And I mean, it's cool. Like right now we're playing on 110 person server. Like,
yeah, which is big. Yeah.
Yeah. But our interactions together have been not good. You know, every time I see you, I die, or I bleed out.
Yep.
I don't know. It's annoying.
Well, I'm actually finally at Bikini Point here, whatever, the station right above Area 18, so I'm just gonna pull in and whatever, tie myself to a med bed. But yeah, I've had times in this game where like it just works, and you're just like, this is just amazing. And then other sessions you have are more like this, where like you're just fighting the game the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I got to like I broke out of prison with Freezy, and that was so fun.
Yeah.
It was buggy as fuck, but we did it. Like, we broke out.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently like 3.18 they were saying it's going to come this year. It's probably not going to be till early next year, but that's supposed to be like all the persistence stuff. So that's supposed to be a big step, but
I would love if that actually happened.
Yeah, but then at the same time you play it like we've been playing tonight, and you just kind of go, how?
Yeah, exactly. I'm pulling into Binjibi.
Yeah, I'm just putting in a call to ATC, so I'll probably see you flying around out here. Yeah, there you are.
always play No Man's Sky.
Right. Man,
Me in the Nexus.
I haven't. Yeah, Meet in the Nexus. I haven't played it since that permadeath one. I streamed all the expeditions, and the permadeath one within the first hour of the stream, I was like losing it. Like I was pissed. Like I was like, I'm not doing this, because like I basically died twice in a row to glitches, and I was like, I'm not. No, I just couldn't do it. But I also haven't touched it since then, and have not been able to bring myself to delete it off my hard drive. I can't do it. I don't know why.
The thing that was driving me insane about that.
Oh, my landing gear isn't down.
They did like this permadeath thing, but then like there was like this bug where like you kept getting just fucking assaulted by pirates.
Yeah, maybe that's what. I don't even think that's what it was. It was like
so annoying.
I was jetpack like jumping or something, and then terrain would appear in front of it. Was like, it was weird. Yeah, that counts, Rob. Did I just... Ow. I just got out of my seat and went through my windshield, but okay.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I just randomly opened my Moby glass.
That happens to me sometimes, actually. See, here it feels really smooth.
Yeah.
My frames are great.
Are you still doing the like VM thing?
Yeah, so right now I actually switched because I was waiting for Shadow, so I'm on Shadow right now.
Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty, like, Star Citizen is not a good showcase of how well it works, but yeah, no, it works really good. Like, latency is near unnoticeable, like even on Wi-Fi. I've tried it in some pretty shitty environments and it works pretty well.
Wait. Am I in hospital scrubs?
Yeah, you are.
Oh no. Page out when I died.
No, it should have issued you one of these white suits that I'm in.
No, my inventory is just dead empty.
Oh, cause you.
I'm not in my home system.
Cause you were in Area 18 and you went into a hangar that was pressurized, so you were fine, and then you crawled into your ship. Okay, we're just gonna have to go downstairs. You know, usually I try and be cheap about it, and it sometimes bites me in the ass, but like I'll do FPS missions, I'll just kill the first guy and take his shit. Are you in here?
How much money do you have?
Currently I have just under 400,000, I think.
Okay. Like 12 million.
Yeah, CIG fucked up. And they gave everybody, so it was this weird thing where like there was an unanticipated wipe, but there's supposed to be a wipe for 3.18, which in between wipes there isn't supposed to be a long amount of time, in brackets, even though there will be. So they were like, oh well, since it's not going to be long between wipes, between these two really short wipes butted up against each other, we'll give you a bunch of money at least, right? Because you're not going to grind for 3 months just to have a wipe. And then they gave everybody too much money for by accident. Then they tried to like roll it back, but a bunch of us already spent the money on the ships, so they couldn't take the money away. So I also have a bunch of ships, like the Mercury and all that stuff, but I didn't earn any of it, like honestly. It was all CIG money that they accidentally gave too much of.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I exploited Grand Theft Auto Online very early on the exact same way. Somebody managed to figure out a way to hack it, and they were giving people like $100 million at a time. And I thought the exact same thing. I was like, I feel like they're gonna probably try to take this money away, but it'd probably be a lot harder for them to track assets. So I started buying cars and shit. And sure enough, my bank account in GTA Online went back to $6,000, and I still had all my cars. So I basically did the same thing in this game.
I vaguely remember there was like shark bucks or something like that. Like,
Yeah, and they're so expensive. It's like like $110 or something IRL money gets you like $5 million or something, which, or maybe even not much, but like, I don't know, you just gotta kind of play GTA Online to know that they give you practically nothing for 110 real dollars. Like, it'll get you really nowhere. Cars in that game, most of them will cost like $30 million.
right. My game just crashed. Fuck.
Are you serious? Oh my god. I was just trying to look around. I was like, shit, is there even a suit shop in here? Oh yeah, there. No.
I think I am going to just watch you.
Okay.
I don't have the fucking patience to.
It's cool, man. I've had nights like that too.
It's the free fly week.
It
Once this
sucks at the
shit's
same
over,
time that we couldn't, link up, but
Me, you, and Freezy will have to go and get arrested, and then we'll have to go to jail. And we'll have to break out. It'll be super
absolutely,
fun.
I'm down. That's something that I have not yet done in the game. I'm just trying to find the fucking elevators now. But yeah, I haven't done that yet.
Yet? Oh man,
I
that's the most fun I've had yet so far.
The one time I was like, maybe I'll try. It was like, so you peek through the security office window or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then you go up to the fan and basically I put in the code and it wouldn't give me like an error like saying wrong code, but it wouldn't stop the fan. And so I was like, okay, cool.
Really?
And then I think I tried even relogging or something and it just did the same thing. It was a different code, but when I put it in, it didn't do anything. I was like, okay. Of course. All right.
Weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that you're playing on like a VM.
I
But
don't think so.
don't see
Like,
why.
basically,
Insurance
if
code has been
anything, the fact that the VM is being streamed to me might, like, tighten the noose or whatever on the bandwidth.
Yeah.
But it's also running, on a business lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've checked my speed before and I'm well over a gig, a second at any given time.
Well,
So-
like the only thing you would experience is like some latency. So I don't see how it's
Yeah.
weird. It's like me and you. I've never experienced the level of like crashing that we've had tonight ever.
Oh,
during
really?
this game.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's definitely like a free fly thing.
Vehicle has been
Yeah,
moved
I
to a
really
Because
think
ferry.
I've
it's a free
also like I haven't necessarily joined up with a lot of people during free fly stuff, but on the other hand, I also haven't really ever played with anybody who's crashed this much. So
yeah.
yeah,
really
I don't
think
know.
It's a free fly thing, and like we're on the opposite side of the U.S.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Once the free fly thing's over, like we'll have to jump in and
yeah, absolutely. I think it'll be fine then. And then it's also like what, like it's this fucking game, man. Like, because then it's also like, what server were you in? Because I was saying before, like more often than not, I'm in Australian European servers. Because anytime I choose best or North America, by comparison, it feels like it plays like shit. Almost every time. Almost every time. Yeah, so then like maybe if we had tried that, but then that's just like the thing of it. Like, do you really have the patience to do that right now? Like, like it's just like I just want to play the goddamn game, right? And then it gets frustrating.
I mean, the biggest thing for me is, it being like 1 in the morning. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's my sleep schedule.
Yeah, my sleep schedule is just totally whack or totally different altogether anyways.
I usually
I should
wake up
probably make sure I'm in bed by 5, but I don't even know what time it is now.
Well, like I'll wake up and get
4.
going at like 4:30, 5 in the morning, and I have friends who
Yeah, that's when I'm going to bed.
yeah. All right, buddy. Well, it was fun, and I'm sorry it kept being fucking buggy
Vehicle
as fuck, but
selected.
I'm sure it won't
Stand
be
by.
a permanent thing. We just gotta be patient.
No, it's cool. I'm sure stream doesn't mind anyways. My gameplay generally isn't usually that exciting, so nothing really changed in that
vehicle has
respect,
been
even though I
delivered
was
to
just
your
kind of
location.
running around and whatever. We just do it for the chats and the hangs, you know?
I mean, at least I accidentally ejected out of
Yeah,
your
that-
ship.
Yeah,
That's a
you know,
funny
that was worth every bit of it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even just saying it for the sake of saying it. That was worth every penny, every minute of pain in Star Citizen tonight. It was worth it.
I'm very sorry that I destroyed your ship.
Oh no, it's okay. It doesn't cost me anything really.
At this point, so.
Yeah, you said you were drunk, and I just kind of figured that was gonna happen. If I was really concerned, I would have been like, "Get out of my ship."
All right, man. Well, have a good
But
night.
definitely, when free flies off, we'll hook something up. We'll figure out when we're all off or whatever.
We'll jump into
Just
a
shoot me a
server
DM.
and actually get to play. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right,
GG,
right.
Senior Cooper, Rob says.
Peace.
Later, man. Bruce Cooper, everybody. You're not oh, that's the wrong mouse. Hold on. You're not following Bruce Cooper. Oh my god. This is the quintessential sum up of my stream. I can't even like properly do things in a smooth way. Yeah, if you're not following Bruce Cooper, follow Bruce Cooper. And I'm still not doing it right. Go. Piece of shit. Yeah, fuck this free fly shit. And Rob. Yeah, yours was the first personal shout out, Bruce, so I feel like yours by comparison is short. I gotta come up with a new one for you. Alright. And StrangeBot has been taking a vacation for, I don't know, or sorry, StrangeBot. Oh boy. It's getting late. Zombot has been taking a vacation for I don't know how long now. Dude, it's okay. You're not gonna be sorry. You're good. You're good. You're good. You good. What am I doing? I gotta open these up. Gotta open these bad boys up.
You are clear to launch.
Oh shit. I didn't think we might have some. Sometimes in these boarding missions, they have like patrol pirates and ships. And sometimes they don't, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take them out in this Titan. That might be a problem. StrangeBot is up permanent vacation? Fuck that guy. You were just telling me to be nice to him the other night. Did he ban too many people? He got power hungry? COD DMZ thing yet. I'm terrible at COD and it's not my FPS of choice, but like if I could play with people, I'm always down. I had a friend that was like, yeah man, I'll play COD with you. We can play COD. And I was like, man, if you want to do that once a week, or something like that, that'd be sweet. But then the problem was, what was it? It was Warzone, and every time it had to update, it had to like re-download the whole game. It was like how they did it, and it just got ridiculous. And then it became like a constant battle of finding hard drive space. As long as it's not that. That drove me crazy. It wasn't long before I deleted it, and I think he had probably already deleted it by that point because I didn't hear a lot of like, hey man, wanna play? Okay, well let me set a destination there, so that's fun. We'll try and pick an orbital marker, I guess. Watched but haven't played it. Oh, Battlefront. Yet another game that DICE took like years to fix. Wait, how are we not any closer? Okay, we'll go to orbital marker 1. I checked. I was telling somebody about, or we were talking about Bad Company. Or more specifically, Battlefield Bad Company 2. And I was checking or something. I was like, I wonder if somehow you can still play that game online, and you can. Which I was kind of blown away with. I feel like Bad Company 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2 was like peak Battlefield. And especially that Vietnam DLC was so good. But I never ended up playing. I feel like I played Star Wars Battlefront 1 a bit. Like a fair bit. And then Battlefield or Battlefront 2. It just didn't grab me as much. I think I might have even got it on free for PlayStation Plus, like only a few months after launch or something. Shit, I think there are. Is that a ship right there? What is that? No, oh no, that's the jump. Okay. Oh, we got lucky. There are no pirate escorts. Okay, we got really lucky. Ooh. Oh, okay, let's put the limiter down. Just as I say, we got lucky. Almost smash into this thing. I recently also changed my controls. I switched my roll, or no, sorry, my horizontal thrust and my pitch I switched, so I'm also getting used to that. Oof, that could have been really bad. For some reason, the roll on this thing is really fucking intense. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. The last 2 times I tried this, I died. I have a helmet on and shit, right? Okay. So we'll see. But generally the plan is get in, take all the first dead guy's gear. And then that's how we get armored, and we take care of the rest. 3 of them are already dead. We got this. Oh, oh my god, okay. Right away, and we have no cover? Holy shit. Okay, that's not good. Okay. I think once I get past that door, there's a bit, because like that wall, you just slide against it. There's no actual cover, and I can't tell if that's a pillar. And if we run, like sometimes their accuracy sucks. There is a wall right there. Sometimes their accuracy sucks, but sometimes it doesn't. I have no armor. He might just take me down in a couple shots. I think we're just gonna have to run in. We might have been better off not running out. Just go. Go, go, go. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Classic Star Citizen. Okay. Oh no. Okay, good. We're okay. I thought for a second, I thought for a second his gun went through the floor, you know, which we really need. Okay, got some armor. See, and like that, we're battle ready. 7 out of 15 left. Sometimes I run back here and it's weird. It's like they show up out of nowhere and they all start funneling down the hallway, so I always come in here first. Okay. Yeah, that halt data transmission, it's like a bonus, but I never get it. You have to, I don't even know where you find the code. I tried to do it with somebody a couple times in a row, and it was difficult. Oh shit! I hear is that me running? Jeez! Holy crap! There's somebody running around in there. Sometimes you can grab just the clip. Shit. Like, and the voices are so weird too, because they sound like they're right there, but often they're not. Then sometimes they'll walk around, do nothing forever, and then other times they'll just straight up charge you. Even when you're walking, it sounds like somebody's running towards you. Just checking all my corners. Doors and corners, doors and corners. That's where they get you, kid. Anybody know what that's from? Some sci-fi quiz? Sci-fi trivia for you? Okay, this floor's clear apparently. We got lucky on this mission. Usually at any given time there are like friendly forces fighting as well, so that's why it continues to go down. So we've only killed a few guys, and yet there are only 5 guys left. So long as we don't get bombarded in the hangar here, which sometimes happens, or the cargo hold, should be alright. Well, there's the gunfire, so sometimes you get caught in this hallway on the ladder. The Expanse, baby, you got it. Yeah, Miller's one of my favorite characters. I hated him at first, I think. Not for like a long time. Like it was pretty, you grow on him quick, I think. Or he grows on you quick, rather. Okay, so I only have 22. This gap is deceiving. Should be clear to shoot through, but if you do, no bullets will go through it. So you actually have to. But like, ironically enough, of course, I think they can shoot you through it. Oh my god. This is where the situation gets scary. Because they start doing really unpredictable things. Or this is when somebody comes up behind you. Only got 4 bullets left. Gotta make them count. Oh, 8 bullets left. This is what I do. I just run and I pick up all their guns. Any, yeah, I like these ones better. Okay, I gotta get rid of... Whoops. Hold on. I forget what the drop button is, but it's a lot more useful than dropping it manually like that. Okay, and then it's this guy I want. Okay, so I got a full clip. Wait, hold on, what the fuck? Where was that gun? Oh, that's the one I wanted to pick up. God. What the hell? No. Just pick up the gun. There we go. Jeez. Oh! Holy shit. He's looking for his friends. That's it. It's the first time I've completed that mission in a while. What was that? Oh. Okay. Sweet. 45,000. Like that. I just wanted to check something quick. What was it I wanted to check? Oh yeah, this. Is this classified as light armor? It's not gonna let me see it. It should like glow blue. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's medium armor. I do kind of like this vest. I'm looking for an org uniform, you know? Fox U needs an org uniform. Us and our 3 members total, including me. Exclamation mark Star Citizen. Join now. Enlist. You can just create an account, even if you don't have the game. And someday, when you buy, because you will, you'll already be in an org. It'll be great. Orgs don't even like have a place in this game yet. I hope they do eventually. So like, in my mind, like the perfect like purpose of like an org would be like, you know, those capital ships. Like whether you want to spend a shit ton of real life money, or even more. What is that? Somebody's shooting at my ship? What? What? Holy shit, no, get back down. What the hell is happening? Okay, come on, come on, come on. Shields, shields, shields.
Contact.
Yeah, no shit. Who are these people? Holy shit, those are missiles. Okay, well there's the escort. But there was another ship. Oh no, that's the Origin. Alright, well, we're gonna do a flyby just so we can give him the finger. Actually, you know what? You think maybe we'll be able to kill him? Let's try. Let's do it. Spiritually bound to only join a 152 org. What is a 152 org? Am I not nerdy enough to know that reference? Damn it. Is that a range?
Bastard.
Whoa, okay. You're done. Who's next? This guy up here? Who are you? Oh wait, that's another 890 jump? Then what's this guy over here? Let's see if he wants to go aggro. Yeah, who the hell is this guy? I've never actually tried to steal an NPC ship, and I'm not even sure if it's possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be. It's fucking weird. I don't even know what the top and what the bottom is. I would try to board it, but well, is that the cockpit? It's doing some weird shit though. Oh yeah, look at him. He's he's T-posing in the chair. Okay, let's try and board this motherfucker. Guess we'll just pull up beside. Josh Brolin, yeah, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, each brand. Oh, hopefully we're not in orbit. No, we good. Oh no. Okay, it's getting pretty late. If we jump in another server and there's another 890 jump mission, let's do it. If not, I might call it. Yeah, basically if you're like technically in atmosphere or whatever, right? You're just gonna fall, or you know, you're subject to gravity. So yep. But I'm pretty sure, if memory serves me correct, you know, it's a long way down, and if you just quit or whatever before you actually die from impact, then it's just like quitting any other place in the game. It'll usually just throw you back at where you last tied your body to, like a station. I don't know, maybe it's cheating. Like, it's definitely cheating when you're like going up against a player, right? That's combat logging. That's, you know, usually frowned upon. Some games I think you can even get banned for it. But I mean, this is just kind of like, I'm gonna die to gravity and I have to wait like 4 minutes or something stupid for it to happen, right? Because it just takes a long time. So it's like, yeah, we'll just quit. Medical rescues are kind of a cool gameplay loop that it could be fleshed out a little more, but it's definitely, to some degree, it's already there. Something that I might want to get into, but I don't have like a medical ship. They released a new Pisces. I considered getting it. It's just too much money. If it was more in the $50 price range, I might have considered it. Or $60 price range or something. But, yeah, I guess there is the trade-in value of my ship. I don't know, maybe I should have picked it up. But it's like, it's got a little bit of a hold area where you could drop a couple boxes, so you're not losing that. The Titan does have more cargo space if it was like a trade scenario, right? If I was trading my current. But yeah, it's got like a medical bed in it and stuff, so you can do rescues. And it's a zippy little ship. It's not a bad little ship. But yeah, medical gameplay loops or whatever, they do exist. Holy shit, this one has like no missions. We'll wait a couple minutes. I'll see if one comes in. Sometimes they're slow to come in. I'll get down to the lobby, see if that changes anything. Yeah, once again, appreciate everybody being here and sticking around, especially after Rob's raid there. Looks like a good amount of you hung out and lurked. Appreciate that. I hope you guys had fun. It's a great stream for me. I had a blast. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to get motivated to get started. I feel like I go through like multiple phases where I'm really excited to do it before I've even got home. I gotta cook some dinner and shit quickly, and I do that, and then it's like, then it becomes like, should I stream though? Is it too late? Or like, I don't know. Like, I'm still down for doing it, but like, should I? And then it turns into me having to motivate myself to do it, and then it, you know, it's not how it goes all the time, but sometimes, like, yeah, you can be like real gung-ho about it, and it can like change really quickly. Maybe that just comes with doing it at like the late hours that I do. But yeah, no, definitely happy I hopped on tonight. It's a great time. Lots of good friends dropping in. I'm just waiting a couple minutes here, see if one of those missions drop in. Yeah, it's a great time. I thank you again for that, man. It's always good to see all y'all. And yeah, like Bruce was saying, we gotta do one of these, you know, whatever we do it in, like Las Vegas or Mexico, TwitchCon. Gotta make it happen. I'm always super anxious before going live. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I don't know if anxious is the word that I would use. Like, not to say that it's not the right word for your situation, right? But like, I can definitely like see it for sure. Sometimes it might be anxiousness. I don't know. It's all personality types, right? Like, I'm already like, in case you couldn't tell, like I'll chat your ear off. If the room's looking for conversation but they just don't want to participate, I'm the perfect person to have in the room. I'm a middle, you know? What is that episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm? Where they're talking about the dinner arrangements. It's really important who you put in the middle, because you can engage with them at any given time, you know, and like, you know, it can keep the conversation going on both sides of the table. Like, there's a whole dynamic to it. And then like somebody is like, no, I'm a good middle. And then they let them be the middle, and they're like, oh god. But yeah, I'll talk forever. So like, you know, I'll go in a room like full of people that I don't know, and I'll feel it out first for sure. And I'll feel those nerves a bit, but it won't be long before I'll dive in and I'll just start talking to people I've never met before. Like you know, like I've known them a couple of years or something, right? Like I'll just shoot the shit. So yeah, anxious maybe not necessarily, but like a different, like, well, if anything, this setup, knock on wood, has worked for us. But for a while, actually, there was anxiousness tied to that for sure. Like, oh Oh god, I gotta be ready for it, because when we start this, it's gonna be one thing after another, technical issue after technical issue after technical issue. I'm gonna be fighting it the whole time. Do I have the energy for it? Am I just gonna be like a giant fucking sourpuss and everybody's gonna be bummed that they even showed up, you know, like, and then, yeah, and then I'd start talking myself out of it. So actually, I guess I should say that I do get where you're coming from, at least in that regard. Oh boy. We doing another one. We doing another one. This will be your last one.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
But yeah, it's more of like a, it always comes down to more of an energy thing. I definitely like, I can't feel like I'm like just like, oh, I'm awake. You know, I gotta have the energy to do it. And I think that's where a lot of it comes. And then sometimes the reluctance comes on not knowing where I'm sitting. Like, because God forbid, yeah, like just an hour in, I'm practically ready to be like, I'm sorry guys, I gotta go. I'm so tired. Or you go like radio silence, right? And like you just get to that point where like your brain's slowing down and or you're just tired, and then it's just you playing a game staring at a screen, not really engaging much at all, right? It's just silence with game volume. Get into one of those situations. So I feel like definitely like starting really late at night can be a bit intimidating in that regard. Because it has happened before. Not very often, once or twice. Where like it just felt like I was like, how many minutes just went by where I didn't like say a word? Which is how some streamers do things, I guess. Not a bad thing. I just feel like my gameplay isn't entertaining enough. We need something else. But yeah, the No Man's Sky stream. So I think it was, yeah, it was for the golden alpha. So it was the first expedition, and I had it in my head that like we were gonna do it, and I would have a pretty good idea of when we were really close, and I would cut it off so we had at least about an hour-ish gameplay, and we could do whatever we wanted after that. But an hour of gameplay left until we would have the alpha. And for that stream, I would do it in VR. Your hot dogs are gone? Okay. No worries, man. And yeah, it ended up being a lot longer than an hour. I think I was in VR, and like it's a flight game too. So I don't, you know, nausea usually isn't an issue. Almost never, in fact. When it comes to VR, I guess I'm lucky in that regard. I'm usually pretty good with it, but I guess with enough flying around, it is something that's very, like, it plays with your stomach. Like, you almost get that feeling like you're banking really hard, which is what's cool about it. But I guess probably also, like, enough of it, and maybe unsettles you a little bit. So, we got... I shit you not, it was within 2 minutes. Like, I was having trouble with the marker disappearing because I think I kept getting too close to it, and then I just couldn't, and I'm like, so then I start peering at the ground. Okay, so it's like it's right around here somewhere, right? Can't find it, and the nausea starts building hard, and it got to the point where I was like, if I spend more than another 30 seconds in this thing, I will vomit on stream, which is like a bannable offense. So I'm like, I'm so sorry guys, like that was the worst. I was like, we are right here and I have to end it. I just can't. I can't do it. But I had it in my head that yeah, we were gonna unlock the alpha and we were gonna walk up to it and we were gonna be in VR and we're gonna be able to fully inspect it and admire her in all of her glory, and it did not work out that way at all. Like, by the time the next stream came where all I had was 5 minutes left, like at that point, like I didn't drag out the VR and everything again, right? It was kind of at that point, it just felt like a missed opportunity. I'm just trying to look for an orbital marker, because normally it will not let me set a destination. But yeah, it sucked. So I hate dipping out early. So I feel like, yeah, half of it is making sure that I'm good enough to go. God, the frames. See, they're always like, they're good up to a point, and then like, why now? Why here? Rob needed more hot dogs. Some hot dogs and choco milk. So this time I'm gonna make sure to put my shields to full before I even get out, because I think we got lucky. I don't even know how long he was shooting at us for. Oh, well, it's security, so... Shit. We gonna have to fight somebody. Woo! Oh, whoa. Okay, we're just gonna put up full power to shields, pretty much. Sun is in my eyes. I think now there's two of them. It's got that space shotgun. Oh, oh, fuck. All right, I'm sorry. I'm probably just gonna call it right there. Yo, unstable. Sorry, man. It came in at a wrong time. I just wanted to run one more quick mission. It's not going to be quick at this point, so I think I'm gonna call it quits. It's much later than I planned on going already, and I have an early morning tomorrow, where it's my anniversary. So we're heading to the city. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I hate when I have to end when people just get here. Rob does it to me all the time, but he does it to me because I showed up. He's like, oh, god damn it. Vietnam's here, we gotta go. Disband. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna do one of those 890 jump missions. I was like, I'll do one. And then we'll end, and we did it, and it went pretty well. So I was like, okay, we'll do one more if the mission shows. And then we had to wait for a couple minutes for the mission. And then it was like the mission finally came. It was like, okay, it's there. We'll do it. And then we got blown up. I got really cocky because that first guy, I've been lurking here and there. Oh, okay, cool. SC looks legit, or has looked legit. Yeah, that's funny you say that, because if it's been in the last week, let alone this stream, that you've been lurking, this week in particular, it's been really bad. Like, it usually is for free fly. It's free fly week, so the server is just getting hammered. Bruce and I were trying to get together, and we had a fucking blast. But game side, we were fighting the game the whole time. We could barely meet up with one another. We kept having crashes. It's free fly week. But yeah, game as a whole, definitely coming along. We should, we should try and we should try and find that clip. I don't know how possible that is. Well, we're live. I guess I just have to like fast forward through my own broadcast. Okay, cover your ears. Plug my headphones back in. Hold on. Yeah, we talked for a while. We didn't even get into the game until like 40 minutes in. Where did we see him? No, it was a good ways in, I think. I can't believe we're watching our own stream on stream. Yeah, it is actually. I'll let you get a closer look at it in a second. I was trying to find this spot. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, there's actually, oh fuck. When I worked at the theater, I used to be a head projectionist, so I got to claim dibs on a lot of stuff. But these went in the windows of the theater. So like they're like little like port windows, or I don't know what you call them. You can just see down the laneway where it goes into the theater there. And at one time the phone number really did work, but it was more like a laminated sticker. Here, hold on, I just don't want to hit the microphone. Is it backwards? No, wait. No, you're good. Yeah. Theater for humans only. Report non-humans. Call 1-866-666-6001 or 001. Toll free. This establishment reserves the right to refuse service to all non-humans. D9.com. MNU sign. But yeah, so I stole, or well, not stole. I took a couple. One was given to a friend. Or well, a couple were given to a friend, I guess. I have one. So I've had it for a while, because yeah, it definitely would have been. It's from when it was playing in theaters. I have oh, it's over there, but it's I have like a signed letter from George Lucas with like a limited edition print, and that was for when Star Wars Episode 1 was re-released in 3D. It was just basically a kiss-ass thing. I think I talked about this last stream. Okay, you ready for this? This is fucking hilarious. You guys can hear that, I imagine. Okay, here we go.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, that's cool. The promo papers. Yeah, I don't know. Did he? Was that a thing? Oh, somehow still rough. I guess I could have turned my limiter down more.
Hello?
Engine.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey, man.
You sound. Hey,
I'm
man.
almost dead. I'm bleeding out. I don't know why I'm bleeding, but I am. Help.
I feel like I'm gonna get robbed.
I'm very drunk. Also,
You're very drunk. Also, why are you drunk? Yo, he's drunk on the weed drink.
well, I've had a couple of beers.
I'm gonna couple beers. Okay, wait for it. Just you don't look very hurt to me.
I want to ride here. Let me see here. Hold on, I'm hurting.
He sounds. I don't know what that voice is. Well, I'm hurting. I don't know if I have to turn this up for you guys, but yeah, at least you can hear it. I didn't know how loud he was. Up more. Great. So I'm gonna lose a ship.
How do I fly this thing, bro?
Hey,
I don't
hold
know,
on.
man.
Yeah, it was like speech volume.
Look at
Yeah,
the
speech
flight
volume.
ready.
What?
Where's that at?
I don't know. Hit I.
Oh,
'cause
my
the
cam's
engine's
gonna
off.
block it, I think.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, I just like fucking blew him out the back. I'm like, it's coming through the mic super fucked up, but I'm like, I'm like squeaking. It's ridiculous. So good. Content. See, I don't even make the content in my own stream. It's other people. Yeah. Oh, he has to see that again. Because, you know, he would have seen it from his view. But yeah, I don't think he saw it. So I'll have to I'll clip it and I'll show it to him. But yeah, just like, his canopy went like through the ship. And then like, he like tumble rolled and then just shat him out the back. It was like he went through the propulsion engine and just went. Oh my god, I couldn't fucking talk. Yeah, it came through the mic really weird. It was like gargled, but I was like squeaking. I was fucking laughing so hard. Holy shit. It's probably the funniest thing, like legitimate funniest thing I've ever seen in Star Citizen. That was hilarious. There was actually, yeah, there was like a video. It was a good pirating video that I saw once, and they pissed this guy off. I'll try and find it. Let's see if we can find it. Fuck, I don't even know. I don't even know where it would be. But this guy was like so into it, and they were like, they had him like all messed up on the floor, and he was laying there, and they were like, just give us some money, man. And he's like he was like totally role playing, like he was just like, fuck you, like through the prox comms. And they're like, man, it's really easy. Like, if you don't, we're just gonna steal your shit anyways. And he's just like, you get off my fucking ship. It's like he was like so into it. And he's like, if I ever see you again, he's like, I will fucking kill you. And then like, without even skipping a beat, guy comes back with the best line. And he's like, no, you won't. You didn't see me the first time. It was so good. And then they just fucking space him. That like, if you could get to those moments without the game constantly crashing on you or like that type of shit, like, you know, that's what we were talking about before. Like this stream, like this specific stream was the perfect example of when like when the game just falls apart and you're just fucking fighting it the whole time. But like when it works, man, does it work. It's so fun. Anyways. Oh, and I forgot to thank him again before he left. Yeah, Bruce Cooper came in tonight with fucking 10 subs. He's he resubbed himself. He resubbed himself, and then he gifted 10 subs, and then he was like almost immediately after, like, I'm like, dude, what the hell? I was like, thank you so much. He's like, BRB. He's like, I have to go to the bathroom. That guy cracks me up. He's fucking hilarious. Yeah, only Bruce Cooper would just like drop 10 gifted subs and then be like, all right, I got her back. Like immediately after. What a guy. Yeah, thank you so much for that, man. I really appreciate it. If you're still here. Yeah, thank you. That's wild. We have more subs to this channel, I think, right now than we've ever had. So, thank you. And yeah, Rob, man, thanks for that raid. Bringing everybody in, all of you hanging out the whole time. I hope it was a good one. It's definitely one of our louder, you know, crazier streams for sure. I feel like my normal gameplay pace is pretty slow. I suppose we didn't do a lot tonight. I wouldn't necessarily call it fast-paced gameplay. There was just a lot going on, you know? But either way, it was a good time. I had a great fucking time. Yeah, thanks, man. Much love. You know, you always, you know, been good to me in that regard. You know, been a good supporter of this channel, you know, both in technical and raids and all that stuff. Like, it's always appreciated, you know, never overstated. Yeah, have a good one. Good to see you, man. I imagine you were just lurking, or I guess maybe you're just waking up, or it's your morning there. Or maybe we're into, what are we, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock? Maybe you've been up for a little bit now. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. I definitely take that as a compliment. I feel like, you know, it's not like, you know, I worked through adversity and, you know, like whatever, but yeah, I feel like it's been a journey even to get to this point. You know, this channel's come a long way, but definitely like there are people that have largely assisted and, you know, been a big part of that. So just not to go unnoted, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I started, what, you were there for that, right? That's what I mean. Like, you've been there the whole time, man. But, you know, we started out doing the, I was doing the VR stuff, like, straight from PlayStation. Like, streaming Twitch straight from PlayStation, right? It's come a long, long way. Yeah, actually not lurk next time. Oh, yeah, no worries, man. No, you're welcome to lurk away. You're welcome to lurk away. Yeah, it's just like sometimes, like, if you finally say something and then it happens to be end of stream, I just feel bad that, like, I'm like, oh no, they just came in and we're ending, kind of thing. That's the only reason. You can lurk as much as you want. Yeah, I've been lurking for the last 2 hours. Nice. Get some bang out prints done. And only going up from here. Well, eventually we're gonna plateau. But we're just gonna coast at an even pace for like a good while. We did pass our cursed, oh, I shouldn't say this because then we'll drop right back to it down tomorrow. We haven't regressed back to our cursed number of 202 followers that I managed to hold on to for like 8 months. I'd gain 1, gain 2, lose 3, gain 1, lose 1, gain 1, lose 1. It was nuts. It just became intriguing at one point, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the followers are not what counts. I don't really give a shit. I was just like, this is wild. 202 forever. 202 forever. Been there? Yeah, man. Well, you know what happens. Happens. Follow or not, just be here. I enjoy hanging out with everybody. Thanks again. I hope it was a good stream. I hope everybody had a good time, as much of a good time as I had. And thanks for all the laughs and the bits, or well, there were no bits, but lots of subs and the raids and the positive vibes. You guys have a good night. And I will see you midweek. Hey, God damn it. I'm not fishing. Thank you, man. Thank you. It goes a long way. We're definitely like, we made like money tonight that on an average stream basis we don't make. So yeah, we're pulling in the big bucks now, boys and girls. Chat, be good and do mischief. Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you again for that. Yeah, I'll definitely, it'll go back in. We're gonna start rotating stuff now. So, you know, we played Zomboid for October. And we went back to Star Citizen for a bit. Zomboid for 1 or 2 more streams. Back to Star Citizen. Probably soon, by next week, maybe. We're gonna start doing that Titanic. Sorry, my fucking phone's going up. Titanic Adventure in Time one I was telling you guys about. I was just looking, the current build or whatever on Steam, I guess is kind of weird, and there have been some problems with it, so I've been installing stuff, making sure that it's ready. So we're gonna rotate that in, and I have my eyes on a couple of other games. That Ready or Not game is one. So all stuff, you know, that we'll end up streaming. So, you know, that's more or less what it goes back into, right? You know, so one way or another, it's coming back out the other end to you. Thank you for investing in the channel. Once again, everybody, including you, Mr. Bill. And I feel like I pronounce your name wrong every time. BTW. You can say hi, Pixel. We're ready to leave. I keep telling these poor people that we're ending, and then we don't end. And they're just like, I want to stick it out for you, man, you know. Ride or die till the end, but like you keep procrastinating. Hey, come on, say hi. Yeah, you probably can't hear him. We're just like, come here. Suck. Come on. Being so difficult. There you go. Looking right, or it looks like she's looking right in the camera. You say hello? Oh. She purrs a lot. She purrs pretty heavy. You good girl? Me? I don't know whether you want to bite me or kiss me. Yeah, she's a good girl. Hey? Yeah, she got, without trying to just show you her butt, she's got like kind of like a perfect square, like a little bit more like a rectangle on her back leg, because kind of like from belly down, she's mostly white. Right? So her name's Pixel. Hey? You little Pixel? Little Pixel babes? Probably if you were down here more, you would make us more money. People love that shit. They love cats. Alright, guys. We're gonna go. Okay, yeah, you want off. I get it. Quit using me as an object. I'm not a prop. For your financial gains. Yeah, thank you for the 1000th time. Money goes back into the games. Did we hit all the tick boxes? Am I saying all the closing stream things? Cats and keyboards, man. Cats and keyboards. And yeah, because of anniversary this weekend, I don't know if I'll be streaming again. So if I don't, I'll try and make it up in the week. Yeah, that's it. If I do, it'll probably be Sunday. And that's really it. That's what I want to get through. Okay. Good night, everybody. For real. Thank you. You're the best people on Twitch. Keep being you. Good kitty. Later.